Today's iconic matchup is presented by Yuengling, brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years. Today, the Boston Red Sox take on the Texas Rangers. It's game 2 of a 3-game series, and after an impressive offensive output, the Red Sox go for the series win here today. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Lou Merlone, and again, it's Sox in the Box. I'm joined with Jonathan Papelbon and Will Middlebrooks. And Will, Texas Rangers are in town, and one guy that always likes to see them is Willie Abreu.
Yeah, and this dominance of the Texas Rangers goes back to August of 2024. He had that 2-homer game the day after his grandmother passed. He's had a couple more 2-homer games since then. You see the numbers, 15 games, 9 home runs, a .468 batting average. He'll need to continue to be locked in today. They'll need him in the middle of that lineup against Jacob deGrom.
Yeah, and Pap, another great matchup. Ranger Suarez goes up against Jacob deGrom.
Yeah, we got 2 absolute certified professional pitchers going up against each other. Both of them use their 4-seam fastball. Now, Jacob deGrom's going to use his 4-seam with the slider. Ranger Suarez is going to use his 4-seam with a sinker mostly. But both of them are going to challenge you, and these hitters today need to be ready early in the count. We got to put some runs early on the board today.
Well, they did just that. They put 10 runs on the board yesterday. They hit 3 home runs as the Red Sox try to take this series. It's Sox Rangers, and it's coming up next.
Baseball's in full swing, Boston, so swing away with Fanatic Sportsbook.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England area Audi dealer today. WB Mason. Get free next day business delivery from your local hometown team. Samuel Adams. Our city, our beer. Plymouth Rock. Auto and home insurance for Boston sports fans. And by buyatoyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit buyatoyota.com. Red Sox and Rangers playing game 2 of their 3-game set, with the Sox looking to win their first series at Fenway Park since early April. Red Sox offense got going yesterday against starter Jack Leiter. They'll look to do the same against the guy who's been doing it a long time, and Jacob deGrom, a 2-time NL Cy Young winner with the Mets. He'll turn 38 next Friday, and despite that and the injuries he's had in his career, which includes 2 Tommy John surgeries, he still brings it, averaging over 97 miles per hour on the 4-seamer, and you can count Chad Tracy among those who are impressed.
Really good pitcher, but we faced a bunch of those over the last couple of weeks, and doesn't mean you're going to go out and score 10 again, but like you got to find a way to win. We got a good one going for us as well, so I expect it to be a good game, but got to find a way to go out there and get her done. Older guys that still have big velocity. He's got really good command. He gets in the deGrom, gets in the zone, throws strikes, doesn't walk a lot of batters. So yeah, to your point, like that's impressive regardless of age. But when you see guys that have been around a while that can still do that at a high level, it's good.
On the other side, it's Ranger taking on the Rangers. Ranger Suarez on the mound, looking to pitch the Sox to his 3rd win of the year and a series win. We got the Sox in the box with the first pitch next from Fenway.
After the final out,
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Nissan. Hurry in and bring home a winning deal at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. And by Aura. Wish you could delete yourself from the internet? Well, try Aura today. Well, here we go, getting ready to start this game 2 of this series. The Red Sox took game 1, trying to do something they haven't done in a while, and that's actually win a series. It's Sox in the box again. Lou Merlone, Jonathan Papelbon, Will Middlebrooks. 10 runs, boys, 3 homers. Try to repeat that. Actually, this is a team that's kind of allergic to momentum. So we'll see if they can kind of start this game off the right way.
Yeah, they got a tough arm, right? deGrom's out there. He's still got really good stuff. But this is a lineup of the Rangers. They're beat up a little bit right now. There's some names in there you wouldn't normally see. You got to take advantage of this. Try to win a series today.
Yeah, the Rangers are on a long road stand right now. And, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to go out there and try to attack Jacob deGrom early and often and attack him early in the count.
Well, take flight, presented by Yuengling Flight, your vibe, your beer. This was it last night. As we mentioned, the Red Sox who are last in baseball at home runs in this ballpark, exploded last night. That was Wilson Contreras. That made it 2-1 early on, and then Abreu continues to just torture this Ranger pitching staff. He's done it his whole career. And then Cedar Rafaela, he checked in last night. He is now homered in back-to-back games as well. So that 2-3-4 last night, rather impressive night from all of them, as the Red Sox sporting the alternate jerseys, the yellow jerseys last night in the Fenway greens, and going at today trying to win this series. The Sox have lost 7 straight series at Fenway Park, looking to change that here today. Check out the Rangers lineup. It's presented by Xfinity. No Seager, no Peterson, no Nimmo. Elias Diaz in there as catching. Josh Young having a fantastic year. Zico Duran in that 4 spot. It's been really good for them as well. But you see the numbers from Diaz against Suarez, 5 for 18, double and an RBI.
Here's a Red Sox starting pitcher presented by BuyAToyota.com. Ranger Suarez 2-3 with a 3.18 ERA. Coming off a good start against the Yankees, 6 1/3, just 1 earned runs. That was after giving up 9 in his previous 2 starts. Take a look at his arsenal right here. Everything plays off the sinker, but it's a pretty solid mix. Sinker, 4-seamer, cutter, changeup, and a curveball. It's all righties in that lineup today, so you'll see a little bit of everything. Take a look at the Red Sox. Defense today presented by Car Shield. At third base, Caleb Durbin. Up the middle be Marcelo Meyer, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Wilson Contreras will play first base. In the outfield, left to right, Duran, Rafael, and Abreu. And Carlos Narvaez back in there behind the dish.
Umpires for today's game is presented by M&T Bank. It's going to be Bill Miller behind the plate. He's the crew chief with Jonathan Parra at first. Chad Whitson at second base. Brian Walsh, he'll be at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. SAP is brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. 90 degrees, actually a lot less humidity than yesterday. A little bit of wind blowing left to right. It is a beautiful day here at Fenway. Still hot a little bit, boys, but down in the field today, it felt a little bit cooler down there. Less humid.
Yeah, Lou, the ball's going to fly today. Rangers going to have to keep it down and try to X both sides of the plate. You know, that's what he's good. When he's going good, he can X both sides of the plate. What I mean by is throwing that cutter and that 2-seam on both sides of the plate, Xing it. And if he can do that today, he'll have a successful day.
Well, Ranger coming off a pretty good outing down in Yankee Stadium. Got no decision, but went 6 1/3. Only gave up a run, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Ended up losing that game 6-1 late. Taking on Wyatt Langford here, leading off for the Rangers here in the first. Be just off. Langford last night went 2 for 3. 2 for 4 rather. It was his first multi-hit game since April 18th. A little different lineup for you from Skip Shoemaker.
Yeah, Seager's still dealing with a little something. Shoulder, we saw jaw. There was a little collision with a catcher a couple days ago.
You mentioned that collision the other day, Pat.
Yeah.
So we had the inflammation of the back that put him on the IL. And that collision, we had rib and jaw.
Jaw
was the reason why he was out last night. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, well, he had the collision, Lou, but came up in his very next at-bat and went Palakaye for a home run. So, you know, you want to think that the Rangers are probably just giving him a day to get his feet back underneath him.
Yeah, especially with the lefty Suarez on the mound. Maybe give him one more day. Probably see him tomorrow.
2-2 to Langford. See Suarez, those first couple pitches. We've seen it when he's off like a couple of inches, you know, just missing the outside corner. Really brings it back in to get that corner. This is where he's tough, right? He's just nibbling.
Yeah, when he can throw that cutter and he can bring it back in and nibble that edge, that's where he's best because, you know, he doesn't have the high-speed velocity. Ooh, might want to challenge that.
Yeah, that looked close.
The catcher is challenging to call a ball.
This one looks like it's going to be close, boys. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Boston has 2 challenges remaining.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Good challenge there early on. Carlos Narvaez as he sits down Wyatt Langford looking.
But yeah, Lou, he's not going to have the velocity just to go out there and blow it by you like a Jacob deGrom. So he's going to have to live on the edges, and he's going to have to bring that cutter out from a ball into a strike on the edge.
It's going to bring up Justin Foscue. First pitch popped up. Narvaez is going to have room. He'll make the catch. A couple quick outs. This first inning is presented by Samuel Adams. You know, the funny thing is, he got 92 in the tank as his fastball, but guys hit 188 off it. Because he kind of sinks it and change up, curveball, cuts it, that thing can play kind of up and in, get some swing and miss with it.
Yeah, well, you get so concerned, and you've seen teams who, the Yankees came in here a while back and really sat soft. They looked for the changeup, the cutter, and hit them hard. Really just gave up the fastball. But that fastball plays up because of all those off-speed pitches.
Here's Josh Young.
Yeah, and he can throw his off speed for strikes, Will. You know, when you can do that as a pitcher, you're always going to put the hitter behind the 8-ball. But he still has life to his fastball, Lou. You know, he goes out there, it may be 91, but it's still gaining velocity as it gets to home plate.
He's one of those guys that, you know, deGrom, you attack him early, and hitters hit him hard early in counts. Suarez is one of the guys, he lives off of late movement, and you can kind of wait him out sometimes. Because he wants you to expand, whether it's the two-seam or the changeup, the cutter. Everything starts on the plate and then works its way to the edges or just off.
He's ahead of Young here, 1-2. Gets him looking, four-seamer away, maybe a little down, but a quick 1-2-3 for Suarez.
Stop debating between Red
Sox lineup brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Same lineup as you saw last night. 10 runs. Why not? Actually, except for Narvaez doing the catching here tonight. Mickey Gasper back in that leadoff spot. 2-3-4 were outstanding last night as Gasper steps in on deGrom.
Let's take a look at the Rangers starting pitcher presented by WB Mason. Jacob deGrom, 5-4, 3.18 ERA. He's had 2 starts in June, 11 scoreless innings.
Ground ball right to the second baseman, Freeman.
Let's take a look at deGrom's arsenal. He's going to live and die with that four-seamer and that slider. It's been good for a long time. That velocity's still up around 97, 98. Slider's good. He's been throwing a lot more changeups lately. Here in June, hitters are 0 for 8 with 5 strikeouts against that pitch.
Here comes Cedar Rafael. A big night last night. Actually, the whole 2-3-4. He, Abreu, and Contreras combined to go 9 for 13.
Yeah, Cedon's getting hot, Lou, and you know, we saw this last year from him. You know, he got hot during these times of the month and this time of the year, and we're going to need to see him continue to get hot because he's one of their fire starters. You know, he's going to go out there and get the team going. He can steal bags, so we're going to need him today.
Jonathan Power down at first said he did go. Yeah, Cedar last night, career high, 3 extra base hits in a game. It's also the 3rd game this year with 3 RBIs. He's now done that in back-to-back games as well as homer in back-to-back games.
Swinging it in June. 9 June games, hitting .351, 5 extra base hits, 7 driven in. He's looked good.
That's some damage. The 1-2. Line drive up the middle. We've seen a lot of that.
That's what I like.
There we go.
I love it. He takes his shot. He'll try to clip you early in the count, get to 2 strikes. It's his B swing. Let me just find a way to put the ball in play. Let's take a look at the Rangers defense. Josh Young will be over at 3rd base. Nicky Lopez gets to start at short. Cody Freeman, he'll be at 2nd. Jake Berger over at 1st. In the outfield, Langford, Hellman, and Duran. You have Diaz behind the dish doing the catching.
Here's Wilyer Abreu, 3 for 4 last night as well. Hit a homer and a couple of doubles. And just continues to torch this Ranger staff. Doesn't matter where you are or who you are. There goes Cedar in the pitch. Here's the throw down to second base. It's going to be in time.
Yeah, didn't get a good jump there, Lou.
Well, it was like a little abbreviated pitch out, too. Four-seamer out off the plate away. It was a perfect one for Diaz to throw on. And watch this pitch. It's like they know he's going. Look at him out there just waiting for it. You know, as a base runner, if you take that first step and you see the catcher step out there, you shut it down. You do it that way, you don't know that the ball is right there perfect for him.
He throws the ball a little bit better than Nagashioka last night. Say down to 7 bags in the year. He's been thrown out 6 times.
Yeah, that's uncanny for him. You know, and I think it's that first initial jump, Lou. You know, he's just not getting that first initial jump right off the bat. But, you know, it's a great throw by the catcher. These catchers these days are taught to throw to that right side of the bag, and it was just a perfect throw.
Yeah, because even if you miss arm side, you see so many times you look like a guy's got he's going to beat the throw, and they get tagged on the foot when it's way off to the right.
Three goes in there. Take a look at Cedon's jump here at first base. Really more about the pitch. Like you said, first pitch, heater, kind of up and away. Really perfect pitch to throw to for Diaz. Soft line drive out to left. Looks like Langford's got it in control. Sox go down quietly here in the first.
Introduce.
At 11:30 p.m. because the party never ends on Dirty Water TV.
Welcome to the Surfside second inning. Sox and Rangers no score here at Fenway Park. It's been 40 days since we've seen Roman Anthony suit up for the Red Sox, and today he gave us a little bit of an update on his status. He said the injury is progressing a lot more slowly than he thought, but it feels better because when it happened he couldn't even hold a bat. He did confirm that yesterday he swung a fungo bat, 5 to 7 light swing. So did he feel any pain? He said that he could handle it, not agonizing, but enough pain where they're not doing any more than what they're doing right now. It was more to see how it compared to the days prior. He said that he's not sure when he's swinging a bat again, added there's no word of any additional imaging forthcoming, another injection, and said surgery has not been mentioned, guys.
Well, thanks, Adam. Yeah, it's been a while. Every day, everybody always asks Tracy, update on Roman. He says nothing's changed. Ground ball right to Meyer.
Yeah, and you would think, Lou, that at some point you would be hearing some talk about, is there going to be surgery, because he's not being able to do anything. So with him not being able to do nothing, what do you do? What do you go from there? How do you know if it's hurt if you're not taking swings?
Yeah, you know, I think it was like the first 5 or 6 days it didn't really recover the way they thought it was going to. They gave it a little shot, so then you got to shut it down for 3 or 4 days. I think they gave it another 3 or 4 or 5 days and it started swinging, felt some discomfort, shut it down for another 4 or 5, tried again, discomfort. And that's really the last we've heard of it, and that's been probably a good 2 weeks ago. So we are asking that too, like how do you know today's not the day if I don't try swinging in a cage?
It's like a revolving carousel. It's just the same thing over and over again.
Here's Jake Berger.
Good pitch. Yeah, I think, you know, you kind of forget the impact he has on the lineup because of the slow start he had, but you think back to last year, how different this offense looked with him at the top of it.
Swinging a miss, that cutter up. The other thing too is talk about like how slow a guy like Crochet may come back. Like, we're trying to dry swing. We're trying to hit balls off the tee.
Right.
We're not in the machine trying to hit 96 yet. There's going to be some stress there too.
Yeah, but AP talked about he's swinging with a fungo. I've never heard of that either.
It's a little ugly swing there from Berger. It's his 3rd strikeout of the game here for a Ranger.
Little backdoor curveball right here. This started out of the hand, and Berger saying no chance it gets to the plate. You see a little E-swing right here, just trying to foul it off, and you realize, uh-oh, that's getting back to the corner. That's perfect spot.
Call that a little underwater Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to have that pitch today to be able to throw that ball down in the zone and go up with his cutter.
Well, that's a good way to keep guys away from the monster, too. That backdoor breaker, you're either going to freeze them or get some weak contact.
There's Cody Freeman. Just got recalled up. Evan Carter, they put on the IL. Remember last night he came out of that game a little discomfort. He made that beautiful diving catch on IKF, and I think it twisted around.
Yeah, you think that's what happened on that? Something happened on that dive. Yeah, for sure, Lou.
This lineup was really late coming out. Freeman in there. Ranger head 0-2, getting ahead of a lot of guys.
Tell you what, if these guys think Rangers nasty right now, wait till these shadows get in there. These late afternoon starts as a hitter, you're like, man, I got to get my hit first couple at bats because it's going to get real tough when those shadows start leaking in mid infield.
Yeah, Will, I used to love to pitch with the shadows. I tell you what, it really creates a lot of deception, especially when you can spin the baseball, because when you can spin the baseball, it's hard for them to pick up on spin.
Exactly. So once it gets out there closer to the mound, the ball comes out of the light. Once it goes into the shadow, you don't see the seams. It looks like a cue ball coming at you. It's really hard to decipher the pitch shape.
Oh, got him again. Suarez with his 4th strikeout shuts him down 1-2-3.
Timed it.
M&T Bank's expertise helped Killington Resort enter their next chapter with confidence. How can M&T Bank help your business?
The bottom of the 2nd, Contreras is going to lead this off. The way the first couple innings look, we got a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here, boys.
Yeah, you got Ranger throwing 5 different pitches to DeGrom, only fastball slider so far.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, wait till those shadows come into play, Lou. We're going to see some ugly swings probably with these 2 great pitchers on the mound today.
We've already seen a couple. Not even that bad yet. DeGrom really tough at home. 6 starts, 3-1, 1-2-6. But on the road, he's 2-3 with a 5.14. Fly ball right center field. Looks like Duran's underneath it, just off the end of the bat.
Got to find a way to get Contreras up in the 1st inning. First innings, he's hitting .343, 4 homers. He's 2 for 19 in 2nd innings.
You think that
it's weird that it's like that, right?
Yeah.
But it's like he gets up in the 1st inning. It means somebody's on. Maybe he dials it, locks in a little bit with 2 outs or whatever, trying to drive a guy in.
That's what I was going to say. You think there's something to that, because usually if he comes up in the 1st inning, there's somebody on base.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's got to get on base for him to come up. So he's got to be locked in with somebody on a lot better than he is coming up with, say, nobody on.
It's going to bring up Jarren Duran. 1 for 5 last night, couple of strikeouts, singled his first at bat. Got to get him going. We talk about this offense. You know, last night again, 2-3-4, right? Rafael Abreu Contreras, 9 for 13, 8 runs, 8 RBIs, 3 home runs, 4 doubles. I mean, it was just a swing fest from those guys.
Yeah, it's not that part of the lineup we're worried about, Lou. It's this bottom half of the lineup. Go ahead with that, Lou.
We're good. Berger with the little
ground
taking
ball to
himself.
first. Yeah.
Well, you said it, Lou. I mean, what would you say, 9 for 13?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at that compared to the last game in Tampa Bay. Right? It's like 2 for 15. At one point, the first 3 guys were 0 for 9 with 3 strikeouts. I think there was 11 strikeouts between the first 4 batters. That's baseball. It just flips like that.
It's going to bring up Caleb Durbin. Had a sac fly last night and 0 for 3.
Yeah, Lou, Caleb Durbin supposedly, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, but working with a side hitting coach.
He's been a couple. You know, a lot of guys do that, though. It's nothing new. I mean, guys work with hitting coaches all the time.
See, when I was coming up, Will, you never heard of that.
Yeah.
You know, you never heard. The hitting coach was the hitting coach.
There's hitting gurus everywhere now.
Yeah, now there's so many of them. You know, last year, I mean, Alex Bregman had his own with them all the time, too. Got to know him, use it all the home games. I think these guys go to different facilities in the winter. I think it's a little more common now. It's going to be in there for strike 3 looking. That's only 2.
Yeah, that's only 2.
I was going to say, Billy.
Billy.
Billy, let's go.
Hey,
we got coffee up here if you need it.
Well, there's not much left. Save him one, Pap.
You know, he's just working on it.
Yeah, just practicing.
Well, don't let him use it here.
Talking about practice.
Now we got 1-2 count here.
Tell you what, DeGrom still has such good command. Like that slider, you look at his heat map and it is just bright red, perfectly down and away from righties. He just hits that spot over and over again with that pitch.
Yeah, and Will, that slider he just threw right off the bottom part of the zone was done on purpose. That was thrown as a ball on purpose for chase,
right.
For swing.
Yeah, either you're going to chase it or I'm going to throw a fastball like that right off of it and hopefully freeze you.
Yeah, like we're talking in the open, Lou, both of these guys have great pitch ability. And when I talk about pitch ability, it means they're out there, they're reading swings, they're looking at the hitters, they're knowing what the hitters are looking for, and they're combating what the hitter's doing. And both of these guys today have great pitch ability.
DeGrom won his 100th career game in outing June 1st against St. Louis. Throwing the ball real well last 3 games. Got a .47 ERA his last 3 starts.
Well, this is a guy, I mean, obviously Cy Young in 2018, 2019. first few years of his career going, okay, this is what a first ballot Hall of Famer looks like. We're watching it in real time, and then all the injuries, the arm injuries, over and over again. Couldn't stay on the field, missed all that time. Still signed some big deals because of the potential in the back of his baseball card, but he's healthy and still throwing the ball really well.
Yeah, and I still think he's on path to be that borderline Hall of Fame type player.
A couple Cy Youngs.
Cy Youngs, you know. I mean, heck, let's look at this year. I mean, the American League, there's not very many Cy Young contenders out there, you know. So, I mean, look at him and Ranger. Both have a 3.1 ERA, and, you know, both of them might have a little slip-in chance to be that Cy Young candidate.
Foul ball here. Looks like Berger's going to have plenty of room up against that wall, and he makes the catch. That's going to do it for the Sox. Go quietly here in a second.
NESN is now streaming in 360.
Bottom third of the order here for the Rangers. Nothing going into the third. Push the bunt down. It's going to go foul. That's Michael Hellman.
Hey, what? He can run. He got down the line quick right there.
Yeah, I think you may want to take that away from. Yeah. You know, the lefty on the mound, too. You're surprised. I mean, Contreras is in. Usually the lefty on the mound, when you bunt for a hit, you kind of push it. And then all you got to do is beat the pitcher there.
Yeah. Lefties normally fall off towards that third base side.
They're falling off to that side.
Taking his time.
So, yeah, this kid they just called up, right?
I mean, he was.
I think the move today was Freeman. Hellman was on the bench yesterday.
Was he?
Came in the game
late. He came in the center. Ranger continuing to throw strike one, though. Yeah, 6 of 7. First pitch strikes, getting ahead.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that today to be successful. You know, that's the way he can get to his off-speed pitch, Lou.
Yeah, he's not happy with that miss. That's a big miss. You normally see that one from him.
Good rhythm, though, here. Narvaez behind the play. We talked about Carlos not really catching all that much, but he and Ranger hasn't caught him all that much here recently. But the last 6 games, Rangers had Narvaez behind the plate. He is 2-0 with a 1.38 ERA. Misses badly with that curveball.
Yeah, there's no question he feels comfortable with Narvi back there. And, you know, sometimes as a pitcher, it's just a sight line that you see with a certain catcher that you like.
Yeah, and he likes to work fast. And Narvi pushes the right buttons.
Pop fly to center field. Cedon coming in, shading that sun. He'll make the catch. One of the numbers that jumped off the page to me there is that strikeout rate, 31.3. That's a big number for Rangers. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Yeah, look right here. I mean, Ranger Suarez is off to a hot start, man. You know, painting on the edges, and that's what he does best. When he can do that, he's going to be successful with all of his pitches hanging on the edge.
Elias Diaz, the catcher, steps in. First pitch swinging.
See, I love that first pitch, right? Four-seamer or cutter in on the hands. It just sets everything up that we just showed you later in the count with the two-seam, the changeup, everything down and away. It protects him from the monster. It's all about that first pitch.
Yeah, and he's facing nothing but righties today, Will. So anytime you see him go in today to these righties, it's usually going to be a tick off of the plate because he doesn't want to let them get their hands inside the baseball and use that monster.
There's that changeup there, playing off that cutter in. I mentioned the four-seam fastball, Pap, how important it is. He's thrown a few of them here. He's only got 1 swing and miss, but he's got 6 called strikes already in the four-seam fastball.
Yeah, and like I said earlier in the open, for him to be able to go out there and command his four-seam is key because then he can go to the edges with all of his off-speed.
It's gonna be a little pop-up. Contreras coming in. Gets second out of the inning.
This four-seamer too, you know, I think about it, if I was facing him, you think about, when you think Ranger Suarez, you think command and you think movement, late movement. his four-seamer is like a dart, right? And if I see it come out of his hand right black on the corner, I'm thinking, okay, this thing's going to run off. That's why he gets a lot of take on that four-seamer, because it just stays right there and you're expecting it to move, and it doesn't.
Well, he finishes pitches, Will, and when you finish your pitch is when you get that late movement at the plate. You know, you face a lot of guys, right, and they might be nasty and throw something nasty, but you could see it out of their hand the whole way. But this guy in Ranger Suarez, he finishes his pitches, and he's got pretty good extension for being a small guy.
Yeah, you saw that with that first pitch again. Another four-seamer painted. Now strike one, and 8 of 9 hitters here, and that's the 7th called strike he's got on a four-seam fastball just to get ahead. Nicky Lopez back at shortstop. They got him away from the green monster.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
Happy. Oh, line drive at the middle. Going to hit the bag.
Ah, you kidding me?
Huh.
That is a beautiful hit for Nicky Lopez.
Well, Suarez had that stuff working, and you're like, okay, he's got his special stuff today. Could see something really cool and give up a hit like that right off the bag.
Yeah.
62 off the bat.
Yeah, you can see it too. The shortstop, it's right around that bag, so you kind of want to give yourself some room. It might skip. Maybe you can play it off, but it pops up.
And shatters his bat too. I tell you what, as a pitcher, you hate to give up those hits where you see that bat shatter.
It's going to bring up Wyatt Langford. Struck out looking his first at bat. A tough start for the year for him. 222, only 2 home runs. Been on the IL for a little bit. Falling behind 2-0. Works quick too. Infielder, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, works quick, and probably going to throw him a little backdoor cutter here to get back in the count. Maybe we'll see what he has.
Pop up right back here.
Nope.
That's the one you want.
That's the easy one.
That's the one you want.
That's
Pat.
the one where it's coming in soft. No, we're getting the pitcher. We talked about this yesterday.
Athletes.
Pitcher out of the way.
You want it right back up here. You want it off the hands, and it just sort of floats to you.
Floating to you.
When it hits off the barrel and comes up, duck.
Yeah, because they come in screaming.
Yeah, he just threw that cutter to get back in the count there, and that's what he's going to use that cutter for today. Here he goes.
Ground ball up the middle. It's going to get through the infield. It's going to send Lopez over to third base. Cedon cuts this ball. It's going to send him all the way home.
Oh, come on.
And the ball comes in and gets away from IKF. The Rangers aggressive on the base pass, take advantage. There's some lackadaisical little defense there.
Yeah, I mean, you see him sending the runner, and you're thinking he's out by 10 feet.
He just scored from first base on this ball.
You know, Cedon comes up and flips it in, not thinking there's going to be a throw. Now, it wasn't a bad throw in by any means. This is a ball IKF has got a glove and make that throw to home plate. He was sending them all the way. This is aggressive because they know how well Suarez is throwing the ball right now, and they're taking their shot. It worked out.
Yeah, well, there's no way in the big leagues that a 6-hop ground ball through the infield to center field where a runner from first should score. That just can't happen.
You see this throw coming in. He just sort of flips it in with a one hop. He knows the guy's going. His communication, he just can't come up with that throw.
Yeah, you see Izzy take that step back to try to get himself a long hop.
Yeah, Cedon's got to make a better throw than that. Yeah, he's got to hit him in the chest there so that they can make that relay.
They're going to score that a hit and an error on Cedon.
Oh, man, that's a tough error.
Going to bring up Foscue here now. 2 outs. It's a couple tough breaks here. I mean, that is an error, but remember Suarez a couple starts ago out in Cleveland. Fly ball to left field. Yoshida just lost it in the sky. Ended up going 5 innings, 4 runs. Probably could have been 6 innings, 2 runs.
Yeah.
Just lost it in the sky. Went for a double.
Kind of came off the tracks after that.
Got to keep that guy at second here, though. Narvaez maybe wants to challenge this one.
The catcher's calling a pitch a ball.
I think it's just off in. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's off as well. Yeah.
You're going to lose that one. Still 2-2 count.
Boston has 1 challenge remaining.
Yeah, this is where Rangers got to bear down. You know, as a pitcher, you know you got sloppy play behind you, but you got to refocus here. You got to get back in the count, make a pitch here, get it back in the dugout.
That's one of those two. You know, like Cedon, trying to get the ball in quick, right? And he's just trying to throw a one-hopper. He just threw the one-hop a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Kind of handcuffed IKF.
It wasn't necessarily a bad throw. It was right off the bag. IKF just trying to backpedal to get himself a cleaner pick.
Yeah, it was going to give him a tough pick. Try to get a longer look at it. Couldn't come up with it. It's a ground ball right up the middle, right up the nice play by IKF. Beautiful backhand and gets him at first. That was a nice play. But the Rangers put up 1.
Sales event.
Now well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get a low $199 per month lease on Altima.
IKF here to start off the third. Sox now trailing 1-0. That was Cedar Rafael's first throwing error of the year. Guys, that goes as an earned run. The throwing error, they're saying Langford took second on it, but the run was going to score? How can you decide that?
What?
Yeah, I don't know how you could do that.
Normally official scorers see a lot of baseball.
I don't know how they do it now, but after the game's over, I'd be in the office trying to get that one changed. Yeah, you can change them.
I would say their base coach was sending him before the bobble. If he had held them and saw the bobble and sent him, it would have been unearned.
Yeah, it would have been unearned.
So I guess we'll see. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, because IKF fields that clean. He's out by 10 feet. It's not even close.
Yeah, he's hosed at home plate.
Yeah. Not a foresight. I don't know if you can assume it, but I think we all agree probably would have been.
All right, here we go. 3-1 count. Let's do some damage here, IKF. Find a way to get on, get that run back.
He's been doing a nice job last 20, hitting 300 while playing defense too. +6, outs above average, whether it's second or short. Ball's hit hard up the middle. It's going to get through for a knock.
Yes, sir.
Sox second hit of the day. Let's check out today's home run odds. It's presented by FanDuel. See Marcelo Meyer, Carlos Narvaez.
I like those odds on Marcelo Meyer there, Lou.
We'll see.
+820. Wind blowing a little left to right out today. Might sneak one out.
I want to see him just get back to left center. That's where I need to see Marcelo.
Funny, even with that 97, 98 from DeGrom, he still sees first pitch slider. He's going to see some changeups. It's just how guys attack him.
Yeah, off speed's been a problem for him. Not just this year, but going back to last year also.
Yeah, he's going to get a heavy dose of the slider here in this at-bat, Will.
There's a line drive up the middle. That's going to get through. See if IKF can get to third base. He's going to challenge him. The throw will come into second. There you go.
And see, that's a great job of him hitting the mistake pitch. That was a mistake pitch by DeGrom.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get very many of them. And when you do get this mistake right here that's left up, you got to do damage on it, Will.
Well, if you're up there trying to launch a fastball, you're going to roll that pitch over right there. So that tells me he's looking to the big part of the field, gets an elevated changeup, puts a good swing on it right there, and they got first and third, no outs.
We've seen that more from Marcelo, I think, in the last couple weeks, where he might swing at the changeup down. Everybody does. But as the at-bat goes, you leave one up, he'll kind of hit this thing hard through the infield.
Yeah, and Lou, I tell you right now, Jacob deGrom is going to give you a handful of mistake pitches today. And they're going to have to use those mistake pitches and create damage with them, because if you don't, you're not going to get very many opportunities to create damage otherwise.
Well, here's Narvaez looking for one of those mistakes. First and third, nobody out.
Infield's back, too, up the middle. So, I mean, they want to exchange 2 outs for a run.
And guess what, Will? We'll take it.
Absolutely. Obviously, you want to hit something in the outfield. I get it.
It's a good job, too, man. A couple of good sliders just off the plate. Take them both, get ahead 2-0. Narvi not really playing all that much a lot lately. Maybe one time through rotations each. That's about it. Goes right back to it.
Yeah, you know, when Narvi's at his best, you see him just taking his singles through the right side to right field.
Yeah, I don't mind that one. 2-0, he's taking a shot. He threw him 3 straight sliders.
Yeah.
You know, now you got to get back to the at-bat, but 2-0, take a shot.
Yeah, and he was sitting fastball there.
Yeah.
Thinking he's going to get a 2-0 heater. And that's the pitchability that we're talking about with Jacob deGrom. He knows he's sitting heater. Let me throw him a nice little slider away.
DeGrom's pitching for a strikeout right here.
Yeah.
He is trying to punch a ticket, and then he's 1 pitch away.
Still ahead in the count, 2-1 though, throw over.
Okay, leaning a little bit.
This is where you need contact, right?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, it's a ground ball double play, but you tie the ball game up. But you need contact here with nobody out.
Yeah, and Will, I don't know what a hitter's approaches are when you have this, but to me, it's find a way to put the ball on the ground or in the air, right? One of those two, any one of those will do. Okay,
those are the only two options, Pat.
Yeah, but my point is though is you got to find a way to get that done, right?
Well, I think a big part of that too is kind of just thinking fastball hit the other way, which he does well. At least allows you to hit a hanging breaking ball pull side. 3-1 here. Got that heater and just missed it.
And now it's fight mode, right? You got 2 strikes. You had your shots.
It's the only fastball he's seen.
That's it. No, now it's just, I don't know, but it really chokes up anymore just to put the ball in play. But you have to find a way not to get long, right? Because he's pitching to punch you out.
That's what I mean. Like, it says this is not a guaranteed 3-2 heater. He's been trying to get you out with sliders the whole time.
Yeah, I expect another slider here, Lou.
Yep. Oh, fastball. He gets by him at 99 from DeGrom, and Narvaez leaves him out there. It's going to leave up to Gasper here now with 1 out. He's probably thinking the same thing we were.
Yeah, there's no question he was sitting off speed there. Look how late he is on the swing there. Blows 99 right by you.
Well, is this a product of not playing? Also, I mean, Narvi has not been finding playing time. The way Gasper's been swinging it and Wong catching Sonny.
And go get him with DeGrom.
Right, yeah. We'll hang with him.
Now, let me ask you this, Will and Lou, as hitters. When you don't get a lot of playing time,
are you ground ball hard
there you
through
go.
the infield? That's going to score him. Marcelo's going to stay at second base. Nice job, Mickey Gasper. Jumping all over that first pitch. Slider at 91. Tie this ball game up. That's called picking up your teammate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly why Mickey has been finding himself in the lineup just about every day. He's not tearing the cover off the baseball. He hasn't been great behind the plate, but he gives you good at bats. He puts the ball in play. He will hit the ball hard even if it is singles. And you got to keep the line moving when you're facing a guy like this.
Yeah, you know what I love about that is he goes up there looking to hit right off the bat. Early and often, going out there, not waiting around, see something he likes, attacks the ball.
What did you say, Lou, earlier? Was it 385 against DeGrom and 0-0 counts? I mean,
first pitch.
That's when you attack him. He's going to throw strike 1.
First pitch, guys have been aggressive. See what Cedon does here. We know he can be aggressive. Swing and a miss.
By you. But like I was asking y'all earlier, when you don't get the playing time like Narvi has, right? Do you tend to be a little bit later on the fastball more than you usually are?
Yeah,
is it the fastball you're normally late on?
Your timing's not great. It's a little easier now with the trajectory system and all that. You can go in and feel like you're facing a live arm. But the timing's definitely not there where it should be when you're not getting consistent bats.
I think for me, because utility guy, I was playing once a week or so. It was.
There you go. Yep.
You can't go up there looking to launch. Like if you're playing every day, you feel good rhythm. You got a little power. You're looking to kind of drive the baseball. I think every at bat, it's more of like shoot the middle of the field.
Be short.
Eventually, when you start playing more, which Narvi will, now all of a sudden
take your chances,
take some shots.
Yeah. Okay.
Foul back. Say down here 0-2, and he's really good at that. He shoots that ball to right field, but the playing time will get there.
Well, it's hard too when you feel like it's a tryout when you're playing.
Yeah.
Right. He feels like he's got to get 2 hits or he's not going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's a tough spot to be in also.
Yeah, and sometimes you can put that extra pressure and added pressure on yourself, and it just starts to compound.
Rafaela chases that one. Slider in the dirt.
That slider was 92.
Yeah.
And you could see it from up here, the movement on it. It's not like it was a cutter. That's a full-on slider at 92.
Seeing 99's on the board.
Yeah, he's feeling good today in the heat, and his slider to me today is his best pitch so far, and we're going to continue to see it.
Well, the Sox got 3 hits on him here in the 3rd inning. Run across.
Couple starts back. DeGrom threw 50 sliders out of 94 pitches.
Yeah, that's his go-to pitch when he needs that strikeout. That's he gets the most swing and miss on.
Well, he's going to give his best stuff to Willier right here because he does not want to face Contreras with guys on.
He's facing a very dangerous hitter here in Willier Abreu against this Texas team, that's for sure. We continue to punish this staff.
We need Willier to stay hot here, Lou. It's a good eye. Putting himself in a 2-0 count now, spitting on that little cutter away there.
Yeah, and we've seen this with Willier over the last couple weeks, getting those counts, but get real long and big, trying to launch. Hopefully here at Fenway, he can just stare right at that monster and take aim.
Just touch it. His line drive, that's going to get through the right field. Marcelo Meyer coming to the plate. Here's the throw from Duran. It's going to be down the line. Marcelo is in there. Willier Abreu with the 2-out knock. Sox going up 2-1 here in the third. He just continues to punish this Rangers team.
Well, the fact that he's able to hit this slider as hard as he did tells me he was looking fastball, and to go to left center with it. Now, with that approach, it keeps you through the baseball, through the middle of the field, and you can hit the off speed hard, even if you're a little out front. Drives that one through there. Good guys take the lead.
Yeah, great piece of hitting here, putting himself in a great count. He knew the slider was going to be hanging and banged it.
He's looked good here the last couple of nights. You know, that day off we had the other day, Thursday, might have helped. Got another one on Monday. Asking Tracy, because he keeps talking about wanting to give him a day off. I think that's why Nate Eaton is in the house.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, with Thursday off and Monday off, I think we're good here. Plus, it's Texas.
Yeah.
And he absolutely annihilates this ball club.
You can't sit him against these guys.
No.
No. No.
No. He just looks fresh here the last couple of nights.
And that's a weird thing, you know, because sometimes guys, you see that other uniform and you know you've had success against them. It's like, man, you feel good. You feel good at the plate, or you feel good on the mound. It's like, wow, it's something to be said when you have good numbers against a team.
He came into this 15 games, 468, 9 homers, 5 doubles. 15 games, 9 homers, 20 RBIs, now 21.
It's insane.
Ridiculous. Here's Wilson Contreras, first and third, 2 outs, looking to push this lead even more than 1. Going to miss with a fastball in.
I love, you know, Wilson has told us, I get on the plate, some more to others, but he wants to make the pitcher uncomfortable, make them feel like they can't throw inside. DeGrom's got the command. He goes right to it right there.
Ooh, that ball is smothered.
Heads up at the casket.
He got just in enough right there, folks. Jacob deGrom, another half inch or so of the plate there. That ball is over the green monster.
This little hanging slider just got out in front of it a little bit too much. Watch out up there in that Coca-Cola section.
Yeah, and Will, you know, a lot of hitters that I face, when I'd face them, if I'd see them up on the plate, I would throw them in.
See, that's the thing. That pitch right there, he tried to throw a strike in, and it's just hard to get in there. He missed in. And
he missed for sure.
The ground ball. Young up with it. That's going to do it here in the third. But the Sox, they put up a couple. Take the lead 2-1. Ranger Suarez taking the mound with a little 2-run cushion here leading into the fourth, thanks to Willier Abreu's 2-out knock. Get Josh Young here to start it off. He struck out looking in the first.
How about the Sox punching back?
How about him?
Like that.
A little punch back early in the game. We haven't seen that much out of this team this year at all, and it's a good sight to see.
Well, it's a clear plan. I mean, they're hitting his slider. That's 3 hits against his slider. That ties a season high for DeGrom, and it in the third for him.
Yeah, that's great scouting report right there, knowing that Jacob deGrom's going to be throwing his slider and them going out there looking for it. Kudos to the scouting department.
It's hard to build an approach around a guy's best pitch, because so often he dots it down and away, and it's not a pitch you can hit.
Oh, gets by Durbin.
It's a tough one there.
It's almost like he didn't get a good read on that.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get a good read on that. I bet you ask him, he'd like probably take one more step, kind of get this ball in the run.
I bet you if you ask him, Lou, he wants that one back, saying he should have gotten that one.
He looks like he almost stopped, thought he had it, and then realized it was further away from him, and he had to take another step.
It's like he stopped to almost take a different angle to go get the hop and realized, oh, never mind, I got to keep going. It was too late.
It's going to bring up Ezekiel Duran. This team's been so good defensively, leads the American League in defensive run saves. A couple little plays here behind Rangers.
Yeah, when you punch back like that, Lou, and you get that run back, take the lead again, it's so important for Ranger to go out there and get the first guy of the inning. Now, he hadn't been able to do that, so now you got to focus on getting that lead guy.
You got in there with that cutter.
Cutter off the hands, Pat. Where you going here? Change up down the way. You're going to go back above the zone.
Yeah, he threw him the change up early in the count. I like the heater up in the zone away, just because you got him looking in. Nope. That's why you don't go
ball.
in. Yeah.
Lace to left field. First 2-1 here in the fourth.
Yeah, I always like when you got a hitter looking in a certain direction, whether it's in or away. Show them something back on the other side of the plate, because you still have time to get back in the count there. You're not lost in the count.
I mean, that wasn't a bad pitch by any means. He picked that off the ground. That's a curveball way low. He went down. Rangers probably thinking, I threw that exactly where I wanted to, maybe get a little further inside, but it was just about going to hit the plate, and he went down and got it.
It's going to bring up Jake Berger here, first and second, nobody out. He continues to get ahead.
Yeah, Jake Berger, I believe, is looking for his 100th home run of his career, sitting on 99, I believe.
This would not be a good spot for it.
No, it would not.
That's the one.
Look at that change up.
Cutter in, change up down and away. That's a lethal combination for righties.
Hey, you got him 0-2. Now you're thinking strikeout. Pat, a lot of the pitchers I see sometimes, they're thinking strikeout. And because of that, they end up walking a guy, nibbling, don't want to swing and miss. Can't think about striking a guy out till you get two, can you?
No, definitely can't. And the great Mariano Rivera, my first All-Star game, he came to me and he said, hey, Pap, you don't have to strike everybody out from the get-go, right? Trying to throw your best pitches from pitch 1 to pitch 6, 7, 8, whatever it may be. You can get guys out and be effective with that very first pitch, whether it's a sinker or whether it's a split, trying to get them to induce contact on the ground. You don't have to strike out everybody from the get-go. No, Lou.
You see it a lot, maybe some of the younger guys here, but looking for the strikeout here. Like, I'm talking like man on third, nobody out, and you're like, okay, I'm trying to keep him from scoring. And because of that, you fall behind, you walk a guy or two. So instead of having one run score, you end up giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, because you're trying to prevent one run from scoring.
It ends up backfiring on you.
It's like you throw strikes, get ahead 0-2 like you are here. Now it's 2-2, but still you're going for that strikeout pitch if you can, try to get the ground ball. Yeah, he did.
Check him.
Yep.
Oh.
Check him again.
We're begging. Had him 0-2 too. Trying to finish him off.
Yeah, he's thrown him the whole enchilada here. He's seen every pitch that he's got, basically, pretty much. Change up down in the dirt again. Yeah.
That's the first couple of hits are one thing, but that's the at-bat right there. He's going to want to head back.
Win big with the Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle presented by Whoop. Buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 8th inning of today's game for a chance to win half of the jackpot. See official rules for full details.
That's what I'm talking about there. You had him 0-2. You're going for the strikeout. You couldn't finish him off. You're trying to get the strikeout, then obviously the ground ball. But now you put yourself in an even bigger spot with bases loaded here, nobody out.
Yeah, I don't like to change up in the dirt there. In that pitch, in that situation, for me personally, I like throwing a heater 3-2, but a well-executed heater.
Yeah, I think he thought he had him in swing mode and thought maybe he could just get him, but that's a tough one to lose. That's a tough walk when you're up 0-2 in the count and you lose them.
Well, you're up 2-1 here in this ball game. You're trying to minimize this damage. You give up 1 run, so be it. You got to get ahead here. It's going to be Cody Freeman. He struck out. Struck him out to end the second. Freeman just called up. You see him on the air, just 1 for 3.
Yeah, and this is the guy you want to get, Lou.
Yeah.
This is the guy you want to get. This is the guy in the situation where you've got to find a way to get him out or induce a ground ball double play. Just called up.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you got to go for the punch out here.
Yeah, I like that four-seamer up. You just got to get it up there. Oof, that'll work.
He was in swing mode all the way. Good breaking ball down.
I'm a little scared of his curveball. He's giving up the 2 hits this inning, both on the curveball. That one, he got it down there. You see this starts in the zone, ends up off the dirt.
Yeah, Freeman, no couple at bats. He's really not seeing the ball real well here from Ranger.
Yeah, the game looks a little fast for him right now, Lou.
Nice job by Narvi, kind of just suffocating that ball. Now you get a ground ball out of this is Michael Hellman. He can run. It's a shallow fly ball. Looks like Abreu underneath. They're going to have a play at the plate here with this arm. Let's see. The throw in is not going to be in time. Contreras cuts it off. Kind of Falefa wants him to throw to second base.
He thought he left early.
No, he did not. Listen, goes a sac fly for Hellman. Tie this game up. Talking about minimizing the damage, you get this guy right here, you'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, this is what we have to do, is minimize the damage. And, you know, you still got to tie a ball game here. 2 outs. Got to find a way to get back in the dugout here, Ranger.
It's going to be Elias Diaz. Popped up the first, his first time up. Got Berger at first base. Not much of a stolen base threat.
Yeah, Diaz is more of a contact hitter, you know, not a home run threat. So put something down below the zone, get a ground ball here, Ranger. Just like that, baby.
Durbin cuts it off over to IKF, and that's going to do it. Rangers get one. They tie it up 2-2. Tomorrow, Fenway Park celebrates Scotland. This sold-out event welcomes several thousand Scottish supporters and international fans alike as they gather to cheer on their teams during the World Cup. Fenway will be full of great energy and celebration of culture and community. Raise your tartan. The Scots are coming to Fenway.
A few of those in town right now for World Cup games.
They got a big Wago tonight against Haiti.
Get your kilts ready, folks.
Oh.
Get your kilts ready.
Yours dry cleaned or what?
Yeah, mine's dry clean, ready to go for Scottish night, baby. Can't wait.
That game is at 9 o'clock tonight. They might just come right to the park.
9?
Pull an all-nighter, Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Them Scots, boy, you got to watch out for them.
Watch out for 16-year-olds doing it, too.
Yeah, it's true that.
Oh, Mason going to like that one.
Jaron Duran here leading off the 4th, trying to get back on Jacob deGrom. Rounded out the first, his first time up. That fastball still 97 up in the zone.
Yeah, Lou, it seems like Jaron Duran's going to get a steady dose of the heater up today from Jacob deGrom.
Oh, he's been swinging at it a lot
here
over the last week and a half. Seeing a lot of that, not able to lay off.
Mixes in with that one as well as Duran goes down swinging. Just 1 month to the next, right, for Jaron. Now 9 games this month. Now 6 for 40 with 17 strikeouts.
After just mashing in May, especially the second half of May. As soon as the calendar turned to June.
9 months. I mean, 9 home runs rather than a month. There's Caleb Durbin.
Yeah, you can tell the scouting report on for deGrom against Duran is up and down. Get him up.
Well, it's
sliders down.
When Jaron's not going right, he doesn't swing a strike. So,
yeah,
you know the way the league is. If you're going to continue to swing the fastballs above and curveballs down, I'm not going to throw you a strike. Because if I throw you a strike, you can actually do some damage. It's a ground ball to short. Lopez over to first. 2 quick outs here.
Yeah, last thing we want to do is let Jacob deGrom settle into this game. Because once he settles in, he's going to be tough sledding after that.
Well, the good thing about him, too, I mean, you know, that 3rd inning made him throw some pitches.
Yeah.
You look at his pitch count. I mean, he's pretty much living like anywhere from 88 to, say, 95 pitches. So he's not really going deep unless you let him to, right? Get him 5 innings, maybe 6 tops. IKF. Singled and scored back in that third. Going with the Oakleys. The glasses.
Could you hit in those?
No.
It was so hard to hit in those.
You guys didn't hit with sunglasses on.
I had some like regular glasses. It just made everything too dark for me. I hated it, and I had to play with it in the infield. You can't lose a ball in the sun and not have glasses or have them on your hat. You got to wear them.
You
look like an idiot, right?
Yeah.
But I found the lenses that I like to hit with were actually like golf lenses. They were, you know, they're like the light kind of purpley pink ones.
Yeah.
And it would make the ball pop a little bit. You could see the ball. It helped me with the spin and the shadows.
I just never liked it in the field.
I hated it too.
Some fields behind home plate was pretty bright.
Dodger
tried
Stadium.
to do it. Detroit was really bad.
Detroit's bad. I remember L.A. was tough because even if there were any empty seats down there, ground level, there were yellow seats. Well, the ball was kind of blended in.
Remember, like Pittsburgh, like the railing behind home plate was low, so you just saw a lot of fans.
Well, what about
They're all wearing white
shirts? Yeah.
Well, what about the old school flip ones?
Well, see, that's the funny part because my son still sees photos of me with the flips and makes fun of me and says I didn't have any drip.
Tell him Trevor Story still wears them.
So I can't believe you wore flips.
Drip. What is drip?
You got a 16-year-old son. You know what drip means.
I mean, drip is like, I thought that's like bling bling.
It's like
right?
swag.
It's like swag. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta look cool.
Okay.
Gotta look cool. So I show him the picture of me with flips, and he's like, "What are those?" They'd never seen them before. They want to know what, like, Oakley's. Where's your glasses, Dad? Why don't you look cool?
Now, would you flip them, or would you hit the bill of your cap to make them come down?
Yeah, the bill, or try to get that little. They always had a little tag on the right,
side.
so yeah, you can kind of flip those things down. But I liked them because I didn't like wearing sunglasses out in the field.
Yeah.
But it's a fly ball. You kind of pop those things down, and it was good. And I get made fun of.
Well, it's your son, you know. I mean, he knows everything.
Guess so. Here's a little slow roller. Young charging this ball. Nice pick. Gets there in time. 1, 2, 3, go the Sox. MB to 800-327-5050. Head to the fifth, all tied up 2-2. Timeout as it looks like be a ball get down that left field line. Duran has to go get. Ranger trying to get back on it. It was a quick first 2 innings. He had 4 strikeouts, but the last couple innings been some traffic on the base pass here for Ranger Suarez.
I felt like the Rangers kind of started to take page out of the Yankee scouting report. Started going up there looking for off speed, whether that change up. They had 2 hits on the curveball last inning.
There's Nicky Lopez. He singled and scored in the 3rd inning. He scored on that single up the middle. Running on the pitch, came all around from first base to put the first run on the board for the Rangers.
Pab, did you ever find guys who go up there and look for your split, or was your split generally out of the zone most of the time?
No, I threw my split for strikes. So yes, hitters would go up there and look for it. And now, to me, if I had my good split, I would still throw it, Will. And that's the thing. Good pitching always beats good hitting.
Sure.
And so, for me, when I would look at a scouting report, like we're looking at scout reports today, they're filled with all kind of information. But like we were talking last night, you got to be able to filter that information out. And
well, it's like runners in scoring position. You'd probably lean heavier on that if I mean, that's your best pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Chopper up the middle. Durbin trying to cut this off. Bare hand can't make the play.
He's not getting them out there anyways.
Yeah, that's a base hit on the infield. Yep.
Nicky Lopez, we saw, gets down that line pretty good. Just beats it into the ground right over Ranger's head.
Yeah, 2-seam fastball, late action down. That's why he hits it into the ground like this. I mean, anything bounces that high and you're an above average runner, you got no shot at getting that guy.
Hitting 5, powered by Salem 5 Bank. Here's Wyatt Langford. Ball's going to get away, but Lopez does not advance. He didn't get a good look at that at first base. Probably should be standing on second base right now.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that secondary lead and the ball goes right behind the catcher, you can't tell how far it is away from him. You don't know if it's right underneath him or if it actually got past Bill Miller, the umpire, just like that, and Narvi actually lost his footing back there, slipped a little bit.
Yeah, you see that happen a lot, Will. When it goes right behind the catcher, the base runner has a hard time reading that ball. But to me, anything down the dirt, you should be looking to go, though, right?
Yep. Especially if you're not stealing.
Keep trying to tell you guys how important it is to get this first hitter of every inning if you want to stay in this ball game, Ranger Suarez.
He's goes the runner, fouled off to the right.
Thank you, Wyatt. He got a good jump on that one. You know, I've noticed this in a couple of Ranger starts. He'll pick over, and the next pitch, the guys go. So I wonder if there's, I mean, obviously there's video footage to back this up. Maybe he doesn't ever pick 2 times in a row.
Yeah, there's so much scouting report, how he's set up. He got it all now. He's going to throw over a certain setup, different guys. Never throws over twice in a row. He's going to go here. Not a great jump from Lopez, but the throw is high. He's going to get in there for stolen base.
Yeah, and Will, once those scout reports go out, they're going to be used, right? So once you know a pitcher's doing a certain thing, whether he's picking or not, they're going to take advantage of those situations.
Yeah, this was not a great jump by Lopez.
Good throw would have got him. Narvi was pretty frustrated with himself right there.
And not happy. I know he's been working on throwing. His throwing, again, inconsistent playing time.
So let's be honest, he's pressing at the plate behind. He feels like he's got to do everything right now to get more playing time.
They're working on it in Tampa. Just kind of working on that form, getting downward, and in New York. Getting his throws down, that pop time kind of creeping up. Not what it was last year, and just like you said, not in a rhythm right now, playing time.
Yeah, when you press, things can compound, Lou. You know,
Yeah.
it's just how it goes.
Well, the game's hard enough.
It's hard enough, and when you simplify it, the game becomes easier. You're not trying to do too much, and right now Narvi's just trying to do too much, and he feels like he's got to be that leader, feels like he's got to come in and earn more playing time.
I mean, Lou, we've both been there where it's like, all right, you get a good run for a bit, you play, you have a tough week, then you don't play very often, and you know it literally feels like a tryout. Even at this level, I know you have the uni on, Chuck, I got to ball out today, or I'm going to sit the next couple games. It's tough.
I mean, ground ball underneath the glove of Contreras. Abreu comes up. They're going to hold Lopez at third. Ranger find himself in even more trouble here in the 5th inning.
Yes, it's starting to get up in the zone a lot more with that sinker. You see where this one is. He wants that at the knees or below with that sinker to keep the ball softly hit. That's a good piece of hitting right there by Langford, taking that the other way.
Langford's second hit of the game. As I mentioned last night, that first multi-hit game he had since April 18th. It's a long time, and now he's got his second back-to-back nights. 2 hits here today.
Yeah, he's been struggling, Lou, and comes Fenway Park getting a little hot, but Ranger Suarez is leaving the ball up. There's no question. Got to play at home.
They got him in a rundown here. Throw back to Durbin. Suarez is going to get involved into this one. He's going to just run him back. Yeah, that's too long here, but
well, Suarez not an infielder, I get it, but he's got to know, look, you see that base runner move up, just run them back. You're going to run them into each other. You won't risk throwing the ball away. Now, they got the out anyways, but we got to recognize what's going on. You'll see it right here.
Well, you're not going to let the run score here. Ground ball. Durbin does a nice job because you're not turning 2. Just to maybe run him a little bit harder at home plate first.
Now, you see the base runner? Okay, the base runner moves up to third base. Don't give that ball up. You don't want to throw it away. Something weird can happen. Just run them back. They're both going to be there. One of them's going to be out.
The thing is, too, when you get a guy in a rundown, the last thing you want him to do is have his shoulders kind of shuffling. You want him to turn his shoulders and force him to run.
You also want to keep the pitcher out of it.
Right, but if you force him to run, turn his shoulders and run, then you give it up and it's a quick tag, and maybe you can prevent Foscue from getting to second base, but it took so long, and now you still got second and third.
Well, you want to have as least amount of throws as possible. You want to get that rundown done and over with as quick as possible. Ranger Suarez, all he had to do is go back to third, touch both guys, and let the umpire call whoever's out.
That goes for 5-2-5, 1-6-2.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly a picture perfect rundown.
Hey, but at the end of the day, they got the job done.
They get the out. Infield's going to come in here now, second and third, 1 out for Probably their best hitter, Josh Young, at the plate. 1 for 2. He scored a run already.
Yeah, only negative there. Yes, you get an out, but the runners move up, and there's no double play in order.
Got that base open, too. Their hottest hitter we're talking about, he's hitting 308 on the year coming in. 328 his last 14. Swinging a good bat, but Duran on deck, he has as well.
Yeah, but you can't give in. Can't give in here, Lou.
No.
Got to still keep throwing quality pitches.
That's dead giveaway as well, too. For me, Langford on third base, he can run. Whenever a hitter, first and second and third, 1 out, you're trying to figure out if they're going contact or not. When a guy hits a foul ball and a man on third takes off for home,
you know he's going.
He's going contact. So as infielders now, you're prepared to kind of throw home if it gets to you.
I don't know if Narvi's having a little tough time seeing the ball back there, but that's another one he missed there.
Shadows sneaking in. It's tough for everybody.
He's got to make sure he keeps the ball in front of him. I know all these catchers go to this one leg nowadays, and it's just, for me as a pitcher, I want to see you be able to block that ball, especially with a guy on third base.
Ground ball foul. You see Langford taking off.
Yeah, and it makes it easy for Durbin to hold him close to the bag. The rule of thumb, you hear the base runner go just as far as the third baseman is from the bag. With the righty up there who pulls the ball on the ground, it allows Durbin to play closer to the bag, keep Wyatt there, maybe keep him a step or two further from home plate.
Got him 1-2.
Yeah, Suarez getting up there in his pitch count, Lou. Yeah, we're going to need some more quality pitches out of him to possibly get into the 6th inning today.
Been around low 90s lately, pitch count. Try to get him to chase that changeup after that fastball up.
I mean, if you're young here, you're thinking, all right, he's going off speed, something here, base open. Or do you try to sneak a heater past him?
I think he's going to sit soft, just like most of them.
I would too.
Yeah, most of them been doing. There's soft for you.
End up walking him. The base is loading. He set up a double play here, but Ezekiel Duran coming up.
Everybody goes back to their normal playing position. Got to look for a ground ball here. Ranger Suarez got to induce some contact. A little cutter down, maybe.
Be Rangers' 20th pitch of the inning right here.
Cutter up.
Weiser getting up in the pen. I got ahead of him. 0-2. Now you got to execute a pitch. It's probably going to be it here for Ranger. I'm sure he'd love to finish this inning off himself, at least get 5.
Yeah, he's going to want to finish this inning off for sure. He doesn't want to go to the bullpen already. But he's going to have to get more effective with his pitching.
Another reason you want Suarez getting through this. We all know the numbers on Weiser coming in dirty innings. Inherited runners has not been good for him. Suarez needs to get through this himself.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's up. Thought they'd probably keep him away from situations like this.
Yeah, they're almost forcing their hand with Weiser right now with him getting up so many pitches in this inning, Lou.
Good boy.
Good pitch.
Good cutter there at 90 miles an hour. It's going to freeze Duran. That's a big second out here for Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly dotted either. I mean, this was middle, maybe a little down, but
you kind of wonder what you're looking for, right?
It's almost like he's expecting curveball in the dirt, and that one just sticks right there. Strike 3.
Going to bring up Jake Berger. Berger 0 for 1 here with a walk today. First pitch is going to miss. Rangers season high pitch count was 105, but that was before when he came out of that game against Houston with the hamstring. Yeah, since then it's 93. It's gonna be a swing and a miss.
Yeah, it looks like Rangers going to continue to bore him in with this cutter. Now the question is he's got a 1-1 count on him. This is an action count, Will. What does he go to here? Does he go soft away?
You know, he went four seam in and then cutter in.
Change away.
I like it. He's been spiking it a lot.
He's going to continue to ride him in.
I just don't know if he's feeling his changeup. He's thrown a couple good ones, but he's thrown a lot of uncompetitive in the dirt, which might scare him with the guy on third base.
Well, he's thrown some good cutters to Young before he lost them. Then he got Duran with a couple good ones. Got him looking on one right now, as you said. This is going to be it. He seems like he's kind of sticking with his best pitch right now.
Yeah.
For that backdoor cutter.
Tried it.
Two count. Got to execute a great pitch here. Go back inside to him.
He's going to miss. He's going to run at the 3-2. Runner's going to be moving here on the pitch. Big spot here in the fifth. Bases loaded. 3-2 count. 2 outs. And everybody's moving.
Talk about moments in a game. There's 1 or 2 moments every game that make or break you. This is one of them.
Here's the pitch. Strikes
there
it,
it
and
is.
he gets the call.
He's going to challenge it.
Berger's going to want to challenge this call.
Well, it got the corner. That looked like up and away, but it looked like it bit the edge.
This is going to be a huge call, Will.
Got him.
Bam!
Big out there from Ranger Suarez. He leaves him loaded. Remains tied 2-2.
Huge.
Inning 5, you see, is what you pay.
Well, maybe his last pitch for Ranger Suarez, but he gets Berger looking with the bases loaded. That's a big one. The game remains tied here, heading to the bottom of the fifth. Marcelo Meyer leading off here against DeGrom. Looks like Justin Slayton.
Interesting.
Will now be up in the bullpen as Greg Weisser takes a seat.
Well, a couple tough last outings for Slayton. Maybe get him in a spot right here, bottom of the lineup. Get his confidence back up, get him back on the tracks.
Yeah, you see him getting ready for what, 6, 7, 8, 9. That bottom half of the order. I'm with you.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it because sometimes, you know, as a manager, right, you got a bullpen guy. He's been struggling a little bit. Let's get him in a situation with a clean inning and guys that you probably think is going to be successful against, and let's get him in there.
We got Whitlock, you got Chapman.
Both should be ready to throw today.
Meyer laying off a couple of sliders down and in. Have to get back on him, get this pitch count back up. Try to make this his last inning if you can. Next one will be pitch 69. Swing and a miss. Another slider.
Chapman was giving hugs down in the bullpen. No word on him getting traded yet.
Don't worry. He does it every day.
He does it every day.
Yeah. We ran into that about 3 weeks ago.
At Detroit.
We rarely ever like camera him when he goes out to the pen. He starts hugging everybody. Never really seen it on TV. But I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, you know the bullpen guys, Lou, we're tight. We like to hug.
When did you get down?
I got down in the 6th inning.
Well, so give me 1 through 6. What's the routine for Pat? Game starts. We even dress
a family-friendly program also.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So.
Are you even dressed when the first pitch?
No, not dressed. Yep, I'm roaming around the clubhouse in my drawers, trying to get a good stretch in, you know, Lou, and probably blaring a little Metallica. And you know, a lot of things I learned from Curt Schilling, believe it or not. And you know, I would watch the umpires. I would watch the game, and I would watch the umpires, see what they were calling, and know that, hey, if I go out there, what is this guy prone to call? So, yeah, I'd watch the umpires, and then after the first 2 innings, I wouldn't watch the game at all. I would focus in on my mental routine and what I needed to do to get ready that day, because I felt like if I watched the whole game, I was almost like mentally worn out. Overthinking too much, seeing everything play out. And so by the time I got to the 6th inning, I'd go down there and meet my bullpen coach and go over who was in the lineup and go over the scout reports. And
how many Red Bulls deep were you?
Oh,
about as many
about
coffees.
half dozen. Yeah.
As many coffees as we have going on right now.
About half dozen coffee, half dozen Red Bulls.
Basically, you
up.
By the way you came in, by the time you came in, you just didn't want to be able to blink anymore.
Correct.
So let me ask you, when you walk out to that bullpen, is that Cinco Ocho time, or is that only when you get up to get loose, like mentality, like game mode?
No, only when you get out. When you get out in the game, right? As soon as that bullpen door open, Cinco Ocho is kind of pain.
It's like
man.
a clear the mechanism.
Yep. Yeah, he was a pain in my life, man.
You didn't like him?
No, that guy he's hard to deal with. You didn't deal with that guy. He's cocky, man. He's a cocky guy. Thank you, Alex Cora.
Did he help you with that?
Yeah, he was the one that came up with that. Yeah.
Fly ball to right field.
Getting the sun.
Take Durham back a little bit. He's still going to make the catch at the edge of the track, second out of the inning.
Yeah, and Narvi needs those to start dropping, man.
You know we always got to show
there's
this.
Cinco, yeah. See, that's him
That's
in
the
full.
guy.
Yeah, that's the guy you got to deal with right there,
Is
man.
that the river dance?
Pain in your ass right there, that guy.
Look at that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but, you know, sometimes the alter ego can get in the way, Lou.
Yep.
And kudos to my wife for putting up with Cinco Ocho for all these years.
Does he ever come out anymore?
Oh, yeah, it comes out on the golf course. In fact, Jim Rice is going to get a little Cinco Ocho on Tuesday. He's going to see him in full-fledged.
It's going to be a weak little ground ball to first on a DeGrom. A quick little fifth inning here for the Red Sox. They go down 1-2-3. Line presented by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. Couple big strikeouts here to end it.
Yeah, let's take a look at his last two hitters. He went cutter away, and then he goes cutter back in. And then anytime he got into a situation today where he needed it out, he went to that cutter today, Lou.
Well, he's up going 5. Struck out 7. Gave up a couple of runs.
Berger's now 0 for 13 with 3 strikeouts against Suarez.
Tough go of it there. Justin Slayton into this game. A tough go of it lately for him, too. He gave up a couple of runs in the 8th inning Wednesday down in Tampa Bay. Is now about 6 earned runs in his last inning and a third.
Yeah, 2 outings in a row. He hasn't been able to get through the inning. He's only gotten 2 outs in each of those.
Trying to get a little confidence inning here. Try to put up a 0.
And Slayton's got good stuff. You know, sometimes it bears to say that, listen, you got good stuff, but you got to know how to use it, right? I've seen so many pitchers have great stuff, but they don't know how to use it. And I think that what it boils down to him is knowing how to use his stuff.
Got 1-2 here to Cody Freeman, who struck out a couple of times already against Ranger Suarez.
And Slayton, you go back 2 outings where Slayton was pitching in New York, and he strikes out the first 2 guys he's dealing. Makes 1 bad pitch, Bellinger clips him, and then it just fell off after that. Instead of keeping it 2-1, gives up a couple more runs after that just because it got in his head. He couldn't lock it back in, started walking guys, giving up hits.
Yeah, and that's when you can tell when it gets into a guy's head. Starts, you know, you give up that 1 big hit, and then you start walking guys, right? Bullpen guy, you can't afford that.
Well, he gets Freeman here. That's his 3rd strikeout of the day. That is Justin Slayton's 100th career strikeout.
There you go.
There you go. Save that ball.
Are we going to throw that one in?
I always watch. I'm like, does he know? Nope, he does not know.
He doesn't know. It's like I never really knew either, Will. I don't know about y'all, but, you know, your career milestones, you're so locked in that you don't really know. And, you know, it's just like the World Series ball when I struck out Seth Smith to win the World Series. You know, I kept that ball, and, oh, well, the Hall of Fame wanted it. And
I heard your dog ate it.
Oh, gave him the old dog ate it. The French Bulldogs, you know, you got one, Lou.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he ate it.
That's what you told him? They said,
that's what you go with.
That's what I told. That's what I went with.
You.
Yeah.
Now, did the Frenchie eat that World Series ring? Do we know where that one is? Or?
Yeah, he's probably digested it some. Yeah, it's somewhere in the house, I hope.
But you're not sure where it is.
How old's that dog?
It's 13.
That doesn't add up.
Wow.
No, the one that's 13, he's passed. I got one that's 8 and one that's 7 now. I've had 3 of them.
Here you go, the final out in 07.
Yeah, you know what's funny is this guy Seth Smith that I struck out to win the World Series, Ole Miss guy.
Shallow fly ball to the left. Actually, Duran going back to right to the edge of the wall.
Great play.
Great catch. Beautiful play by Jarren Duran. Hellman looked like he got it off the end of the bat. It just kept carrying.
Somebody go check on that wall, make sure it's all right. It just kept carrying. I thought he was going to get it standing up.
Me too.
And then once you get back there, that's where it gets scary, because you're like, okay, he's already back here. He's going to have to make a play. Is he going to bounce away from him? Duran, as athletic as he is, finds the wall. He's played it so much, knows exactly where it's at. Nice play.
He's going to bring up Elias Diaz with 2 outs here in the 6th. First one in there for a strike. Duran's looked so much more comfortable this year in left field. You know, last year that first move from center to left, it's tough. Center field's the easiest position. You ask any outfielder, because the ball's just true off the bat. Especially here at Fenway Park, balls are always kind of hooking or slicing down the line. They got that left field corner. The fly balls are coming back.
Now, Lou, you played a little shortstop.
Infield. I went out the left a couple games. I didn't want to go back up.
Same. I did a couple times. Not in the big leagues. AAA.
Yep.
Scared out of my mind.
Don't
hit it to me.
Let me ask you this. As you're going out there with the ball, say you're playing shortstop, right?
Yeah.
As you're going out there, are you talking to him as he gets to that wall, or are you letting him do that all on his own?
The left fielder?
The left fielder.
That's got to be them.
It's all on them.
Yeah, that's got to be them for me. I'm too far away.
You're not letting him know he's got room or nothing like that. You're just letting him read it and react.
He'll have a better idea than I do at short.
Okay.
Ground ball that's going to get through the infield. 2-out knock for Diaz. Yeah, I don't know if you get any help there. One thing that was interesting here at short, you know, was like left field's so shallow. A lot of balls you go back to and you're like, I got this, and next thing you know, left field's like, I got it, and you're like, it's right, I forgot you're in my back pocket.
Right.
He's going to bring up Nicky Lopez. He's 2 for 2 in this game. An infield chopper last time up.
Even with 2 outs, he's not scared to try to lay something down. Probably not after taking a strike.
See, that's huge for Slayton right there. Being able to throw your off speed for a strike, getting ahead right there in the count. Now you opened up the entire strike zone. You got anything you can work with.
He's going to fly ball to left field. That's going to take Jarren Duran just to his left. He makes the catch and finishes off here the 6th. Sox looking for some runs.
Sarah's about to listen.
Comforts of Home presented by Bernie and Phil. Save up to $2,500 plus 0% financing for 1 year. Now at Bernie and Phil's. Talking about Wilyer Abreu's numbers against the Rangers. Now 16 games. You see 469 batting average. 5 doubles, 9 home runs in 16 games. 21 RBIs with an OPS over 1,600. That's more RBIs and home runs against any opponent, which is not hard to believe. He just loves facing this team.
Another RBI single today in the 3rd. He just continues to be the boogeyman for the Texas Rangers. They hate seeing him step in the box.
Yeah, and I like the Rafael Abreu in the lineup back to back. I think. Did he
stretch a little?
Could have been 3 in a row. He goes back to the wall. No, it's going to be caught at the edge of the track. That ball came back.
I'll tell you what, the wind shifted. We started this game, it's blowing out to left field, little to center, and now the wind's blowing directly in from left, and it kept this one in the ballpark. Off the bat, you're thinking, okay, hanging slider. You don't see many of those from Jacob deGrom. The wind just hit a wall.
Yeah, and he just got under it just a tad, Will. Just missed it just by a hair.
But you see that wind kind of blowing in now from left field. Making that big of a difference there, but you mentioned it. Just got underneath it. It's going to be Wilyer Abreu here.
Yeah, here comes Abreu, man. Abreu and St. John last night, both 6 for 9, 4 doubles and 2 home runs with 6 ribbies. What a night they had last night.
There's another ball hit the left field. See if the wind holds this one up. Langford going back to the wall. He makes the catch right at the track again. That's a couple of balls, I think. That
it's at least 2 doubles.
I mean, we're asking these guys to hit that green monster. I think both those balls are off the wall last night. Garrett Whitlock up for the Boston Red Sox. Going to be top of the order here in that 7th inning. Normally you see him in the 8th, but with Langford, Foscue, and Josh Young due up, Looks like Tracy's going to go to Whitlock there for that 7th inning.
Yeah, try to figure out who gets the 8th.
Yeah. Play matchups in the 8th, maybe, Will?
Or just bring out 102.
It's all righties. I was going to say Guerrero's been the guy they've liked lately. The ball's been coming out of his hand really well.
Well, Contreras coming up here now, 2 outs in the 6th. This ball's line drive to left field. It's going to get down in front of Langford. Contreras on with a big turnaround first base.
Contreras not waiting around.
He's that single. He's reached base 22 of his last 23 games. Got in on him a little bit. Hit it hard enough.
Sharp line drive. It's going to leave Jarren Duran 0 for 2 in this one. All of a sudden that pitch count only at 84 for DeGrom here in the 6th. Been pretty efficient the last couple innings.
Tough pitch right there.
I was going to say, that's tough. You're not seeing it well right now. DeGrom's kind of done what he wanted with Duran. He's been fastballs up, sliders down and in. And he starts him up with a backdoor slider. That's not even a pitch he was thinking about.
That wasn't even on his radar, Will.
Swinging this and another change-up now.
Seen a very good mix of Jacob DeGrom today. Duran, you got to hang with him, find a way to just barrel something up, get the ball in play.
This is what elite veteran pitchers do too. 3rd time through, they're going to show you something completely different than what you saw the first 2 at bats.
Even if you got him out a couple of times, they know that Jarren's going to try to make some adjustments. 2. Bounced away from Diaz. You know, one thing with Jarren too, we talk about the hot and cold streaks. Like, he really tinkers with his leg kick or his hands. He has what he feels each and every day, and I just feel like it's really hard to stay consistent. Almost breeds inconsistency when you change things so often. You can be hot one day, cold the next, change it up. There's a lot of tweaking going on with his approach and swing.
That changeup DeGrom's been using a lot more over his last 3 or 4 starts. Typically 3rd time through the lineup when he is trying to show something different. If he feels like guys are starting to get on time with him, he'll go to it.
Yeah, he hadn't thrown it much today. He's mainly been 4-seam slider today. Thinking probably maybe go back foot or change up away. No, went heater.
To your point, I mean, he's 3rd time through the order. It's been heavy changeup, heavy curveball. He didn't really show it at all the first 2 times through. Really less 4-seam fastballs here this 3rd time. The 3-2 pitch. Contreras on the move, swing and a miss on a good slider down and in. And that's going to do it for the Sox here in the 6th. The big fella loves it.
7th inning here back at Fenway. 2-2 ball game still. Garrett Whitlock coming in for this inning. This pitching arsenal presented by your New England Audi dealers. Well, there it is. Mostly sinker, slider to righties, all 3 to lefties. He'll mix in that changeup a little more.
Yeah, well, he's going to mix in that changeup just to get him off gear, right? You got to make hitters switch gears. He's going to show it to him just a little bit just to get him off of the heater. But that slider of his has got more swing and miss. It's, I believe, in the 83 percentile for swing and miss. That's his go-to pitch.
He gets Langford to swing at that first heater. This one gets in on him. Jock Peterson on deck. Looks like he's going to hit for Foscue, and this is why Whitlock is here in the 7th inning, not the 8th. Langford, Peterson, Young, Duran. It's their most dangerous 4 hitters in this lineup.
Here it comes.
1-2 count. Got him away. Looking at the first slider away here, Garrett. Let's go. Make it happen. Execute it. No.
There it is. It's a ground ball to Durbin. Backhand strong throw across the diamond. Gets Langford.
Got him.
It's a long throw for a third baseman. The ball just about goes right over the bag. Durbin gets to it pretty easily, sets his feet, makes a nice throw over to Contreras.
Langford can get down the line, too.
Yeah, he can really run.
Yeah, this slider caught a little bit more of the zone than he wanted to. I think he wanted to throw this for a little bit more swing and miss, but was able to induce a ground ball.
Yeah, that's the thing with Whitlock's slider. It's not like side-to-side break. It's not like a sweeper. It's that gyro bullet slider they call it. It's got, you kind of see the circle coming at you, the circle rotation. It's just more of a downer.
Yeah.
You know, so he can throw it middle and just get chased down below the zone. So he's not really going to get that right to left hard break on it.
One out. Jock Peterson's going to step in here, pinch hitting. Jock 2 for 3 last night.
Yeah, to your point, Lou, this is who we want in this situation right here. This is why he's not pitching in the 8th. You know, he's got a 1.86 ERA here at home, right? And this is the guy we want in the ball game to keep it right here, so we can bridge the gap to get to the man, Aroldis Chapman, at the back end.
These are the important innings. We always talk about how important it is to have the lead after the 6th. Really determines who you face. Coming out of that bullpen is a drive to right center. He gets into this one, but Rafaela back makes the catch.
Easy peasy.
Looks easy like he always does.
Like a walk in the park. That ball off the bat, I'm going, oh no, this is at least a double. He had to slow up. It's such a good break. His routes are normally just right there. He slows up before he gets to the wall.
Yeah, you look at that route, went straight A to B, and only took one step backwards, read the ball, right on it.
It's going to bring up Josh Young, 1 for 2 in this one. But they got a couple guys out in that bullpen. Jacob Junis, Jacob Latz, the lefty, that have been lights out for them late in games. And you know, if you come out here in the bottom half and maybe get that 1-run lead, stay away from them. They don't come into that ball game.
Yeah, both guys have a sub-2 ERA, and they're their go-to guys.
Yeah.
And we'll probably end up seeing them if this game continues to be tied, or if they get up 1 run, we'll probably see them.
So right now, looks like righty Cole Winn. He's up in that bullpen.
Tell you what, last couple fastballs for Whitlock back up at 97. There for a while it was 93, 94, not as effective because he's not getting the chase on the off speed. He starts pumping upper 90s. All of a sudden the swing and miss comes back into play on the off speed stuff.
Yeah, it's going to make his slider that much better, Will. Good pitch, slider again.
That's going to do it. Whitlock, quick work of the Rangers. Red Sox Baseball in Essen is brought to you by Subaru of New England. Love is what makes Subaru Subaru. And by Travelers Championships. June 24th to the 28th. For tickets, visit travelerschampionship.com. New righty on the mound for the Rangers. The 26-year-old Cole Winn comes into this game, 25th appearance. See that ERA of 5.14. Fastball cutter. A little split to lefties.
Hey, his slider's his out pitch. He throws it 23% of the time. Just a 0.48 batting average against. About 47% whiff. He gets a lot of swing and miss.
Caleb Durbin ahead up 2-0. You know, last year the breakout year win. Right-handers were 10 for 88. They hit 114 off. ERA of 1.51 out of that pen for the Rangers this year. See the ERA up over 5.
Yeah, ERA up over 5. Righties are hitting 255. Lefties are hitting 273 against him. But did he just come off the IL? I believe so. Fatigue, arm fatigue.
It came off June 8th.
Yeah.
(3-1) fouled off. Jacob deGrom's day is over. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, allowed a couple of runs, didn't walk a guy, had 90 pitches.
No walks, Lou.
No, that run, he can't put third inning. Red Sox put 2 on him. They had 4 hits in that inning.
Yeah, a little bad luck. Some weak contact. Ball getting away when Sadon threw in, getting away from IKF. Kind of towed the edge. It was a balancing act for most of his outing.
Yeah, when he had to make pitches, he made them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and didn't walk anybody. Yeah. And when you do that, you're always going to usually keep your team in a chance to win the ball game.
3-2 hit of Durbin. That's going to be right in there for strike 3.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much arm fatigue left anymore in this guy's arm. Throwing 96, 97 miles an hour. Ball's coming out hot.
Yeah, good fastball. He throws the cutter a lot. He wants to get into a count where he's ahead and he can go to that slider. I mean, it's nasty. You'll see it. It's got like 5 inches more drop than the average slider in baseball. It's just straight down.
Guys are 1 for 21 off that slider. Good for a 48 average. KF takes it for strike 1.
Now, let me ask y'all something. When you see guys coming out of the pen, right? And you know, like, okay, Pap, he's going to go to a split, or, you know, he's obviously Wynn's going to go to his slider in an out situation. You got to look for that, right?
Going to challenge this pitch.
The catcher's challenging the ball call.
Yeah, I think he got it. I think he got the corner.
A little bit. Got him.
Pitch was a strike. Yep. Texas has 1 challenge remaining.
Good challenge there. There's a swinging bunt down the third base line. Not going to be a play on IKF at all. That's going to be an infield hit.
Will, that's how you get that slider right there, buddy. Pound it into the ground and run it out.
That is beautiful. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Pap, getting back to you, like as far as your split goes, I always had a tough time looking for a pitch that was that nasty that you weren't going to hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather sit there and think, okay, you're going to go fastball outer half to get ahead of me, and I want to attack that pitch. I don't want to get to the split. If I get deep into a count, I got to battle and try to fight it off, try to get a piece of it here and there. But I always had a tough time looking for an unhittable pitch.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
That's something Big Papi, and Pedroia, these guys would always tell me, like, don't build your approach around his best pitch.
Right.
Because that's his out pitch.
Yeah, and it's going
to get you to swing.
If he throws a good one, he's going to get you anyway.
Yes,
correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. This guy, they're hitting 48 off his slider. Why am I looking for that? This little cutter at 92. Marcelo Meyer jumping in here now. He's 1 for 2 on the day. That's IKF's 2nd hit of the game. Masataka Yoshida with a helmet.
Lurking.
Lurking in the bushes.
Maybe for Narvaez on deck. Gonna miss there.
If they do that, obviously Texas can counter, because that'll be after 3 batters faced.
Back to 2-2.
Yeah, 2 pitches he kind of bailed out on here. Wynn going away. Let's see if he goes back in with that slider, tries to back foot him with that slider here for a put out pitch. Be ready for it. Tried to.
Yeah, good take. That's one we've seen Meyer swing at a lot here lately. But that's the thing is, yes, you're not going to build your approach to look for that pitch to hit it, but you always got to be aware of it.
Right.
You can know certain counts and situations, you know they're going to lean on that pitch.
They got the lefty all-strip.
Or try to do enough just to foul it off to fight another day, right?
See if IKF takes off here. He doesn't. It's in there. We're going to challenge this one.
The batter's challenging the
I don't know about that. I think it's right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Good strike.
Boston is out of challenges.
You know, to me, that's not egregious enough, Will.
No.
I mean, it's not.
No, it's not. Now you're out of them, right? If you have 2 challenges there,
and you're going in later part of the game.
You need one.
Well, you need one. Correct.
Yeah, and
it's
one
a tie ball game.
The things with the challenge system too is Tracy's talked about it. Sometimes for a player, it just gets emotional. You know, you punch out in the spot late in the game, and you figure, I got one last chance. Maybe it's a ball, and that's just an emotional challenge.
Yep.
Caught too much of the plate.
What do they say, Lou? You got to take your emotions out of it, right? And it's hard to do, especially in these situations where, you know, you feel like, oh, man, I really saw that as a ball. Unfortunately, lose the challenge.
Narvaez's up here now with 2 outs. There's another swinging bunt down that third base line.
That'll get it done.
Fair.
That'll get her done.
Hits the bag. Fair ball.
That's how you get that slider there, Will.
Well, you can see why the numbers are so good against it. I mean, hardly, what, 1 hit against it?
We are
now he's giving up 2.
We're peppering this guy.
I mean, I think probably maybe 30-mile-an-hour exit velo, if that.
He's going to need some new dirt out in front of the plate. He'll take it any way he can get it. Force him to bring in another arm.
48 miles an hour off the bat.
48.
IKF's was 69.8 off the bat.
Nice.
We'll take him any way we can get him, Lou.
Well, it looks like Alstrom's going to come in, the lefty for the Rangers, to take a quick break here during this pitch and change. Rodenheiser Home Services, now serving the South Shore and surrounding communities. Local and family owned since 1928. Schedule now. Well, the Rangers go to the bullpen. They're going to bring in the lefty, Robbie Alstrom.
26-year-old made his major league debut June 3rd at St. Louis.
Yeah, hasn't given up anything
he hadn't given up anything, but this is a guy coming in a big situation, Lou.
And Chad Tracy's going to counter with Monasterio hitting here for Gasper. Big spot here in the 7th inning, rather.
He's got a good arm. Mid-90s fastball, can get up to 97. Against righties, it's mostly 4-seam, curveball, changeup. And then the lefties, it's slider, 2-seamer.
We'll give him the old announcer's jinx. Has not yet to give up a hit to right-handers.
Another swinging bunt.
We'll take it.
Gonna bunt him to death.
That was the change up there. Monasterio out front.
2 for 9 is Andrew Monasterio as a pinch hitter with a couple RBIs. With that fastball. Saw last night too, Langford out in left field. Not the strongest arm, even though he's shallow out here at Fenway Park, but
he's going to back that heater up again here. Be ready for it, Monasterio. No, wind slider.
He was.
He was thinking it. Yeah.
Yeah, I always say, people always say, what would you throw here? I always feel like there's 2 places to go. You know, if somebody throws a sinker off your shin, you're like, you can either go back in there or you got to set up for the slider away. There's always 2 spots to go and attack a hitter.
And that's why hitting's hard.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's never like, oh, I know he's throwing this. Unless you're facing a knuckleballer.
Which you don't want to face either.
Well, 2-2.
You know, speaking of the knuckleball, when I first got to big league camp, you know, one of the rookie hazing parts of getting to big league camp was playing catch with Tim Wakefield.
Did you put the catcher's gear on?
Let me tell you something, man. I took more balls off the shins than I ever have in my life. And I went up to him and I said, okay, guys, I get it. I'm not playing catch anymore.
Missed down.
There you go.
Boy.
With runners moving, Monasterio is going to draw the walk.
Great at bat.
We know the best way to pick up to catch a knuckleball, wait for it to stop rolling and pick it up.
Yeah.
Just turn around and go get it. Well, there you go. Bases loaded here. It's going to be up to Cedar Rafaela.
Cedon's got to stay hot. This is the situations he loves. He loves being in these situations. Hopefully he can come through for us right here, Luke.
Have a little chat in the mound first. Let's go back to last night. Cedar Rafaela back in the 8th inning. Little hanging breaking ball. And for the 2nd game in a row, he hits a home run. That was his 7th of the year. It was a big night from Cedar. Looking for more of that here tonight in the 7th.
Yeah, this is the time of year where Cedar gets hot. So hopefully he can keep it hot and keep it going. Had 6 at-bats this year with bases loaded, 2 hits, 4 stakes. Let's get the job done.
Well, first pitch changeup in there for a strike.
Looks like he might pitch him a little bit backwards here, huh, Lou?
He knows he's aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Praying on that first pitch changeup. Gets him to chase that 95.
Yeah, see, to me, Will, a swing like that tells me you're in between.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what the first pitch changeup did for him.
Yeah.
Big spot here, 0-2 to Cedon. Check swing, did he go?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Well, changeup first pitch. You go to the fastball up the next couple and you get those check swings like that. That just almost begs you to go back foot with a breaking ball, right?
Yeah, you know he's in swing mode.
100%.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw something in the dirt, some kind of breaking pitch in the dirt here.
Big spot here in the 7th. Fights that one off.
That's something he's done so much better this year, is just fight with 2 strikes. You've seen him get some hits with 2 strikes, just kind of throw the bat out there, cover from chalk line to chalk line, a lot of coverage and get hits. But this is just one where you got to fight. It's tough to see. There's shadows. You're facing a tough left. You got to find a way to put the ball in play.
There's a line drive. Gets through the infield. In scores IKF. Narvaez coming across.
Down.
He's going to score.
Let's go, Cedon.
Big hit, Cedon. The Red Sox go up 4-2 here in the 7th.
Ice in his veins, Lou. That's what he says. He gives him the old ice in the veins. Comes through with a big hit right there. Reaches out and gets it. Stays on the curveball here.
That's it. We said it. He was going to. He set that whole at bat up to try to get to 2 strikes. He could back foot him, but he hangs it. And Cedon, as we've said, with 2 strikes, he shortens up. It's his B swing. Stays right on it, hits it hard. That's a huge one.
He extended that at bat to get to that pitch and then does damage. Gotta love that.
We talk about Cedon like the chase rate. The thing with him is his hand-eye, bat to ball is so good. He can take pitches out of the zone and still barrel them around the field. Now that one there was more in the middle of the plate. Big hit. Bring up Abreu, see if he can add on here with 2 outs.
Big 2-out hit. Let's keep it going. 2-out rally.
Lefty's out there going, all right, a lefty. Oh, never mind. It's Willier. He hates the Rangers, and he's hitting .385 against lefties this year.
Hate's a strong word, Will.
Yes, it is. I mean it.
We'll bend him back a little bit.
That's some flexibility right there.
Doing a little limbo right there in 52.
I'll tell you what, this got everybody fired up. My daughter's up here behind me yelling, why are you throwing at him?
And that pitch is.
Let him know, girl.
That was supposed to be away, too.
Yeah, exactly. That pitch was missed big time.
Ooh. You see this relievers with relievers sometimes they come in a big spot, they give up a run. We saw it with Slayton a couple times where he gives up a run where he's trying to hold it down. It can kind of snowball from there.
Yeah,
for these relievers.
Yeah. Weiser back up now with Guerrero.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be playing matchups.
I think that is more of a 3-run shot. Might be a different reliever.
Yep, exactly.
Like Guerrero kind of getting some of those high leverage thoughts from Chad Tracy, the way he's been throwing it.
Yeah, he has been earning them, Will. That's a great point. And when you're in the bullpen and you get those situations and you follow through, the manager only wants to bring you out for more of them.
Here we go, 2-2 to Abreu. Swing fouled straight back.
I love that swing. He's on it.
Well,
right? You can see his direction towards the middle of the field, left center, and that keeps him on the off speed if he gets it. He knows he can foul off this guy's best fastball.
With lefties, the swing is a lot shorter. He uses the whole field with it. Doesn't try to do too much.
Yeah, Lou, anytime as a pitcher, when I was watching hitters, they foul that ball straight back, you know they're on it.
Well, he just fouled off his best 2 pitches. Right, he threw both of them exactly where he wanted, and he still got to them. That's a good feeling for a hitter as the bat progresses. Obviously, every pitch you see, you get more comfortable. But when you fell off 2 pitches that he expects you to miss, that puts him in a tough spot.
Yeah, you're sitting there thinking as a pitcher, what do I go to next?
Another foul ball.
Keep working. Keep working, will you?
Got to remember, too, a little two-out walk by Andrew Monasterio coming off the bench.
Off the bench.
I mean, that is good pinch hit, quality at bat, kept this thing going, gave Cedon a chance.
Passing the baton, Lou.
That's it. Swing and a miss. That's going to do it. But the Sox add 2 on a Cedon Rafaela hit. They're up 4-2.
Know where the road would lead. But the moment she stepped in, life changed. She now has national offers at your local Audi dealer.
Time now for the Ford employee pricing call to the bullpen. It'll be the 35-year-old hard-throwing Tyron Guerrero. You see the numbers, 4.32 ERA. But he's been impressive. There's not a lot of run in each of his last 6 outings. 99th percentile in fastball velocity, averaging 99.7.
So averaging 100.
Reach out and touch somebody. Can't even bunt it.
Took a little off there. 99.
This is really kind of the first big moment for him, kind of as well as he's pitched lately, to kind of give him this 8th inning and a 2-run lead.
Yeah, this is his 9th inning pitch, and this is his biggest one so far, Lou. And, you know, we were talking earlier, you earn these spots, right, as a bullpen guy. And he's earned this spot to come in here in this type of situation with a little bit of a lead in the 8th. Try to get to Aroldis Chapman.
That fastball. Right by Ezekiel Duran for his first strikeout here in this 8th.
Well, you remember when he came in the Bronx after Suarez, you know, there's 1 out in the 7th, as you see that 101 just by you, Louisiana River. You like that one?
Yes, sir. It's called good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
See, that's the pitch I love, too, from him above that top rail in the strike zone.
Yeah,
like
he gets down sometimes.
He throws 101, 102. It's always bottom of the zone.
102, as you were saying.
Yeah, but it's been bottom of the zone, and listen, it's still 102, but some guys have touched it.
Yeah.
You stay up where that pitch just was, it's going to be tough to catch up to 102 at the top rail there in that strike zone.
Yeah, what I was saying, he came into New York after Suarez, and it was like that last strikeout of that inning, 103, and you're like, oh, okay.
I see you.
I see it.
Yeah.
I heard it, too.
Just sounds hard. Plus, he's got that extension. It's 7 feet 2 inches. It's 95th percentile extension.
Yeah, it's almost like he's reaching out and handing it to the catcher. And when you can create that, when you create that extension, it just makes your off speed that much better.
Jake Berger 0-2 here. See, that's that one down in the zone. If you're going to miss, don't miss down. Miss up. You'll get swing and misses with that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Lou. I always wanted, if I was missing on my heater, I wanted to miss up, and then I could go back down with my split, create eye movement up.
Here's that first look at the slider. It was funny because when I was playing, they had some guys throwing really hard, whatever. But everybody was bottom of the zone. The best pitch in baseball was down and away, right? Heater, get a strike. And it was sort of like, I always felt like, well, that's the one I can handle. Like, don't throw heaters on top of the zone, but everybody wanted to throw down. Now, lately, the last 10 years or so, everything's up.
Yeah.
And you get the swing and miss.
Well, and I think, let's see what he does here. Oh.
Well, we don't have any challenges left.
And I think the fastball up has become more popular, Lou, because everybody wants the launch angle now, right? And so you can create more swing and miss if you ride that heater up with the launch angle everybody's trying to use now.
2-2 here to Berger. 0 for 2 in the day. Just got a piece of that one.
Tell you a well-executed slider he's done right here, Will.
I'm staying with the gas. Just
Are
up.
you?
Just up.
Gas.
Got to get it to the top rail.
Little overthrow there.
You know, and sometimes I think it's hard for him to, we talk about the extension and him getting on top of the baseball. That's what makes it tough for him because his release point is so high. to get that ball at the top of the zone because he just pulls down on it so hard.
Yeah.
Got a piece of Narvaez there.
Let's see where that got him.
That foot.
Oh, it always misses the padding. Always.
Right? Listen, these guys down on one knee, I always say eventually you're going to have like quad guard.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
You're just, everything's wide
Exposed.
open. Like the shin guards used to protect you. Now when you're on one knee, an area you don't want exposed is. Fly ball deep to right center field. Rafael on his horse back. I don't think he's going to get this one as Berger just launched his 12th of the year over that Red Sox dugout. Cut this lead to 4-3.
He got a good piece of that one, and it was because that he kept himself alive, right? He saw 9 pitches, and even in this league where guys are throwing hard, the more pitches you see, the more comfortable you get. You start to gain timing with this pitcher, and he got to the point where he knew fastballs were coming. And in this league, it doesn't matter how hard you throw, you miss over the plate. That's the one, Lou. That's thigh high. You want that a few inches higher, and he can't get to that.
Yeah, you know, Will, I feel like he went to the well one too many times there with the fastball, right? And sometimes when you see guys fouling off your heater over and over, no matter what the count is, you got to get him off of it. You got to get him off of it at some point in that at bat. And I was sitting there thinking maybe he's going to go to the slider, maybe he's going to go to his slider, and he never went to it.
Yeah, especially with a guy like Berger who just hit his 100th career home run. That went 421, almost 108 off the bat. Yeah, this part of the order, maybe you can stick with the gas a little bit here, but again, as we talked about, like his misses were down. If his misses were up, maybe you get that swing and miss and end the at bat.
Or at least a pop-up.
Something. Got him 0-2 here. That's where I want it. That ball is up.
He's going to challenge, and that ball is up, Lou.
The batter challenging the strike call.
It's going to be a 1-2 count, I believe. Yep.
Texas has 1 challenge remaining.
But that's a good pitch.
Yeah, that's where you want to miss with it.
That's where you want to be.
Yep.
You know, we Yankee Stadium are watching Schlittler throw, and I'm thinking you got to get his fastball down. He never does.
Never.
It's always right there.
His miss is just higher.
Just higher. If he misses, it's higher, and that ball doesn't get touched.
Yeah, the objective is to move the hitter's eyesight and their eye levels, right? And when you throw that ball up in the zone, it opens up all of your off speed for down in the zone.
That slider in the dirt. Danny Coulomb getting loose.
Surprised Chappie's not getting a little bit more going quicker. Got a 4-3 ball game in the 8th with 1 out.
He's a swinging Bond. Guerrero's going to have, this is going to be a tough play to get him. Not in time.
You're not going to see Chappie this inning. He gets up in the 8th. He starts doing his towel drills. It's like part of his routine. If you see anybody come in, it's going to be Coulomb.
Yeah, and now's not the time to push him. He's still dealing with a little bit of that hammy. Yeah. And they just want to try to get 1 out of him. And again, we're going to go talk to Guerrero here. Andrew Bailey's going to come out. And again, as good as he has been, as I mentioned before, it's a different spot when you're in high leverage. You know, when you're coming in down a run, down 2, it's okay. But when you come out of that bullpen in the 8th with a 2-run cushion, now you're putting him in a different stressful situation.
You
Still only giving up 1 run here, and the swing and bunt isn't much.
You nailed it, Lou. Those high leverage pitches and those high leverage situations, they just seem to take a little bit more out of you. And it's that much harder to compete in those high leverage situations time and time again, or continuously.
So it's going to bring up Michael Hellman here. 1 out, Freeman on first. Hellman's 0 for 2 in this game with a sac fly. We saw earlier, even on a foul ball, he can get down the line a little bit. Just 5 for 30 on the season. Going to be a foul ball. Might have got him on the fingers, but
no.
They're going to give him first base. But did he swing?
I would look at that because
I challenge that.
It definitely sounded like it had wood, but did it get his hand?
They're asking him, hey, check the swing. Did he swing?
Yeah,
They're going to challenge.
He gave him the challenge.
He just said he did not swing.
But they're still going to challenge?
Boston is challenging.
Yeah, Chad gave him the challenge signal.
Let's see. First off, the swing. Did he go on this swing? No, he did not. Now,
can't tell.
You see how he right away. He does move that hand around. You always look for like the hitter to kind of give you some.
The sound was interesting. I thought he maybe had a hand guard on. That looked like
it got bat, Will.
I got to see if it got knuckles, because it might have got that right hand knuckles.
I think it got his hand holding on to the bat.
So yeah, that was his top hand. It got multiple fingers. That's why it sounded the way it did. Listen to this.
Yeah. No, that's off his hands holding the bat, and now they're going to go take a look because you just took 101 off your hand, and it was pinned up against your bat.
Well, it's giving Coulomb more time to get loose down there. I do think it did get his hand.
Yeah, it definitely got his hand, Will.
After review, the call is confirmed. The batter was hit by the pitch. Boston will lose their challenge.
It looks like Nimmo here is grabbing the bat here on deck. So they may have him to hit, which would probably open the door for Coulomb to come into this game lefty once they announce it. He's going to stay in the game.
It always amazes me how you got your hand pinned up against the bat, how you don't break fingers.
Oh, that's the worry. That's why they were out there talking to him. Here comes Chad Tracy once Nimmo was announced.
I got a good story about getting hit in the fingers like that. I'll tell you when we come back.
All right, after the break, let's hear it.
All right, the Red Sox make a pitching change. We're going to take a quick break here.
Yingling Traditional Lager, only on Nesson and Nesson 360.
Take a look at the Unobstructed Views schedule. Tune in for the next one Tuesday at 6:30 and watch the game with Pap, Carabas, and Alana. Presented by Blue Moon. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter.
I'll see you Tuesday on the Allcast.
You going to be in your office? Or you going to be here?
I'll be here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Here all week, folks.
All right, quick story time. Kyle Hendricks, remember him?
Yeah.
Super sinker, two-seamer, lots of movement. I'm in San Diego. He was with the Cubs. They're at our place in San Diego, and he threw me one. I was with 2 strikes. Started middle in. I go to swing, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a bowling ball. It goes off my fingers. I foul it off, but I play it off. Because I'm like, I don't want people to know I just hit that off my hands. That's really embarrassing. Yeah. So a couple more pitches. I'm like, please, God, walk me. I can't swing. I can't feel my hands. End up just punching out looking.
Well, Danny Coulomb in here in a big spot. First and second, 1 out, trying to hold on to this lead. Brendan Nimmo's going to pinch hit. That ball gets away from
Narvaez. Pass ball here.
Well, Coulomb came in last night through a scoreless inning, gave up a hit. Only 13 pitches. We said even that night, last night, it's about the strike throwing, right? Coming in here, throwing strike one. Misses with this first pitch to Nimmo, who was 0 for 4 last night with 3 Ks.
Yeah, lefty's hitting 250 off of him. Got to find a way to get this lefty out. Need to get him.
A little fly ball to left center field. Duran calls it. Well, maybe not greatest communication, but you get the out. I think Cedon was getting underneath it as well, and that's going to be the second out. And a big first out here from Danny Coulomb.
Yeah, Cedon trying to get over there and get in front of this. Maybe he thought it was a little deeper. He wanted to get, so he had his momentum moving towards third base in case they tried to tag up on it. Because he went a long ways to try to take that from Duran.
Yeah, but you see Duran calling it the whole way, saying, I got it, I got it, I got it. Cedon's got to kind of get out of the way there a little bit better.
It's going to be a 9-hole hitter. Nicky Lopez coming up. He's 2 for 3 in this game. Coulomb trying to hold on to this 1-run lead here in the 8th. Just missed with that one.
Good pitch. Strike. And see, Lou, these are the outings where, you know, as a bullpen guy, you take pride in, right? Your guy that came out there before you, he struggled, he didn't get the job done. He's got a couple guys left on base. You take pride in coming back into that dugout and picking up his outing for him.
He misses up with that one. Freeman on second, Hellman on first. Ground ball up the middle. IKF takes it himself. Big out. Danny Coulomb coming in, cleaning it up. We head to the 8th. Sox still up 1, 4-3.
This one's about to be a tank. I don't have to worry about banking, and that's a great feeling.
Time now for our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. Sox up 4-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. DeGrom went 6 innings, only gave up 2. Was impressive. Langford, couple of singles and an RBI. Ranger Suarez was good as well, going 5. We head to the 8th inning here. Bottom of the 8th, Sox up 4-3. The Red Sox have lost 7 straight series here in this ballpark.
Yeah, that's a big win.
1-8-1 on the year here at Fenway Park. Trying to hold on and win the first series since the opening homestand against Milwaukee.
No better time to do it with Sox in the box. Here we go, baby.
New pitcher Peyton Gray, the righty, out of the pen for the Rangers. Big swing.
He's a 3-pitch guy. 4-seam slider and changeup. His changeup he throws more than anything. Most effective pitch, 196 batting average against. Saw it second pitch of this at bat.
Yeah, well, he's second highest changeup usage rate in Major League Baseball, so he's going to see the changeup at some point in this at bat.
We got some changes here for the Rangers. Higashioka's now behind the plate. Duran moves to left. Langford moves to center. Nimmo now out in right field. We got a changeup missed, and we have the 8th coffee of the day spilt all over
now
Jonathan Papelbon.
Change of pants. Yes.
It's all good.
We got a little issue.
We rally, folks. We rally.
Pop-up foul.
You know, when you drink as much coffee as I do, you're used to this.
Clean up aisle 58.
Is that the 8th one?
Yeah. Number 8. Numero 8.
Let's see. Hold on. We got.
Smells good.
We got the 8th one. Spilt all over the notes, which you're good with.
I mean, you haven't left.
8, yeah.
It's all right.
You've sat here the whole game, so you have not left. And
this is what you deal with when you drink that much coffee, folks.
On edge. 3-2. Foul back.
It's on my shoes.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Sitco signs falling apart.
Couldn't know Sitco. Looks a little strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. See right through it.
Look at that.
Did you see? I saw a video the other day. It was a drone flying through it. It's kind of cool.
Line drive. That's going to get down the line.
There you go, Wilson.
Wilson, Duran trying to cut it off. Wilson thinking about 2. He's going to try it. Here's the throw.
He's in there.
That quad feeling a lot better. Remember last night?
Hey, I saw him earlier today. I said, hey, cramp? He goes, yeah, cramp. I said, eat 3 bananas. He said, I had 6 last night.
Contreras.
Gotta love the way this guy plays, though, Will. I mean, anything that he can stretch into a double, boy, is he going to try to get it.
He plays
and
hard.
Slides in head first and plays hard and gets it.
Well, that type of teammate, you play the game with that intensity and passion, it's contagious. It makes me want to try to match it.
Yes, sir.
Right?
2 for 4 here to this game. A leadoff double as the Red Sox trying to add on to this 4-3 lead here in the 8th. Brings up Jarren Duran 0 for 3 in this game.
I can't let that happen. Now we got to get this run in. This is a big insurance run. Allow Chapman to get out there and have a little bit of comfort in this save opportunity.
I like the idea, though.
I do too, but maybe square a little earlier. You know, that was a bunt for a hit, right? He's trying to take it with him and just get it. Make sure you just get it down.
See what he does here. 0-1. Not happy about that. Yeah, I'm with you. The first try, I don't mind. I like the bunt for a hit. Kind of keeps the defense on their heels. They don't see it right away and getting that defense. But and you know, sometimes with the lefty, you're thinking. For me, it's like I always had to move the runner over. Lefty, I thought it was easy because I could roll over in my sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just got to roll over this changeup and hit a ground ball to second. And I'm getting high fives.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
But to me, they call it a sacrifice bunt. If you're going to sacrifice bunt, square around early.
Now you got 0-2 here. Jarren struck out a couple times already in this game, and as we mentioned, the strikeouts really kind of racking up this month. 18 this month. We really love to see contact, first base, second base, ground ball to move Wilson over to third.
Especially with his kind of speed, Lou.
Oh,
did he?
Take it deep to right field. This one is not coming back. Forget about the bunt. Jarren Duran just separated this game.
Lift and separate, Lou, into the bullpen, baby.
Get him over? No, we'll get him in.
Yeah,
me too. 6-3. That's a big one.
Big insurance runs right there, Will.
How good does that feel for Jarren? We told you, it's been a tough go here lately. Been a cold stretch, and to come through in a big spot in the game. He was frustrated. He didn't get the bunt down. He then missed the next pitch. It was a good one to hit. Doesn't miss that one.
His 11th of the year. Remember, he hit 9 in the month of May. His first in this month of June. This is a weak ground ball to shortstop. Across the diamond for the first out of the inning.
Well, we told you about the changeup. He saw a couple in that bat, and then you got that one. You see where the catcher set up away. This leaks back over the middle of the plate. See ya.
You know, the other part, too, we're talking about facing guys out of this bullpen. You put up 2 in the 7th, you put up 2 in the 8th.
Yeah, great job to extend the lead there, Lou.
But you're trailing, you get a guy like Gray or Alstrom coming into this game, or Cole Winn.
Kept their horses out.
Yeah, as opposed to the 2 horses out in that bullpen, and you got a chance to add on, which is beautiful.
Yeah, went to the changeup. I don't know if, you know, if he's sitting on that pitch this entire at-bat, but you know that he knows he's going to use that changeup at some point in this at-bat.
Yeah, that home run is presented by your New England area Audi dealers. 36 RBIs, 11 home runs for Jarren Duran. Red Sox open this thing up a little bit, 6-3. There's a ball hit to left field, maybe off the end of the bat. In comes Duran to make the catch, and IKF is retired.
Hey, Pap, I got a closer question for you. Would you think about that when, like, the lead was at 3? You're like, man, I really want to save right here. I'm feeling good. I don't want to get up and get hot, and then they get another run, and you know, like.
Yeah.
Would you think about that down there?
Yeah, I would think about it, Will. I got to be honest. I really would think about it. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. And you know, it was selfish thinking, but you want the saves, you know. But, you know, what's funny is you know, guys like Poppy and Veritek and all them, they used to, like, say if it was close and they could screw me over on a save, they used to love it. They'd say, they'd be giving high fives into that, screw the closer, screw the closer. So that, but, you know, anytime you can take runs, you're going to get them, though. Of
course.
Chapman gets up loose. I'd say he's in this game no matter what. It's been a while since he's been in a ball game. Even if Meyer was to go deep here, make it a 4-run game, there's a fly ball. That's not going to happen. Shallow center field. Second baseman going back, center fielder, and it's going to be Freeman with the catch. That's going to do it. Sox add 2 more. We head to the 9th. Up 6-3. Here comes Chapman. It all can play the game presented by your New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Yeah, take you back to that big moment in the game in the 7th inning. Sadon just fighting in this at bat, staying alive, which we see him do so often with 2 strikes here lately, especially this season. It's a slider over the plate, catches out front and drives it to left. Really a difference maker in this one until Duran came up with the big swing last inning.
Well, it's going to bring it around this Chapman. Coming in to close this one out, try to hold this 3-run lead. You see the numbers, 20 games. It's the perfect 13 for 13 in save opportunities. ERA .46. He's going to have top of the order here facing Wyatt Langford to start this one off. Pap, this is Chapman's 3rd appearance in the last 23 days.
3rd appearance in 23 days is hard to even fathom in my mind. You know, like I was saying last night, closers need repetition. They need in-game repetition to be able to feel what it's like to go out there in the pressure situation, because you can't duplicate that in the bullpen.
Right, the adrenaline.
Yeah,
right?
that adrenaline. And that adrenaline takes over. It's something that you got to be able to control.
It's a ground ball. That's going to get through. Line drive for a single from Langford here to start off this 9th inning. So we saw him back on May 31st. It had been 10 days since he had thrown. He came in and got an inning of work against Cleveland. That was a 9-4 victory. And then his next save opportunity was June 5th at Yankee Stadium. Walked a couple, but got out of that. The Red Sox won that game 5-3. Of course, dealing with a little bit of a hamstring issue as well, but they've either lost games or they've won games like last night 10-1.
Yeah, and that hamstring does play a little bit of part of it, you know, why he's not pitching in so many games. But to me, when I was pitching, even on a bad team, even when you didn't have your save opportunities, I would go into the manager's office and say, hey, I need to pitch today. I've got to feel what it's like to be in this ball game. And usually they'd give me that opportunity to go out there and pitch.
Remember, Jock Peterson came in here and hit for Foscue back in that 7th inning. Chappie gets ahead 0-2. Again, the Boston Red Sox have lost 7 series in a row in this ballpark. 1-8-1 on the year. Trying to win back-to-back and win a series here today.
Yeah, there's no more right-handed bats on that bench for the Rangers, so Jock Peterson's got to take this left-on-left matchup.
On the flip side of that, the Texas Rangers have won 4 straight series. We mentioned now 9-4 in their last 13 games. They've been playing pretty good baseball. The 0-2 to Peterson.
We've talked about it a lot. You know, these next 4 weeks are going to make or break the decisions at the trade deadline for this ball club. And it could be quicker because it hasn't gone well the last couple weeks, obviously. So they got to get it going now, and they know that.
Yeah, they know that as a ball club, Will, and these is when the decisions are going to have to be made. You got to start winning ball games. There you go. Get that first strike.
97, top of the zone. Gets Jock Peterson for the first out here in the 9th. Yeah, the team usually determines or dictates what gets done at the deadline. It's a good fastball on top of the zone. They know it. These guys are well aware.
Yeah, it's almost worse to kind of be in between, right?
Yeah.
Right. You know, at some point you either in or you're out.
Well, they're only in between because the AL is a mess.
Right.
I'll be honest with you, they got to put some wins together to get to the point where they're in between.
Of course. Now you're just down.
Yeah. And they got to be able to win at home. And we've spoken to that till we can't breathe anymore. You got to win at home. If you can't do that, you're usually not going to make playoffs.
Here's Josh Young. There's going to be a pop fly to right field. It's Abreu rather dealing with the sun out there underneath it. He gets the second out of the inning.
Go.
The Red Sox 1 out away from winning this ball game and the series against the Rangers. But you're also at a point too, if you can hold on to this one, you can't be satisfied with just winning the series.
No.
I mean, you put yourself in the spot where you're like, we got to. And this is the thing. Baseball players, whether you win or lose here tonight, you show up tomorrow trying to win that ball game.
Of course.
You never sit there and say, well, you won the first 2, no big deal.
No.
Well, you're never satisfied, right? In this game, you're never satisfied.
Especially here. I mean,
it's
11 games,
battle, yeah.
11 games under. You got to take every win you can. Ezekiel Duran takes strike 1.
A little 98 right there. You know, he started the inning. We see that often with Chapman, 95, 96. As the inning goes on, he starts to let it eat a little bit more.
And this is such an important at-bat, Will, just because you want to go after this guy. You want to attack this guy just like he's doing, because you don't want that tying run coming to the plate.
And the Red Sox fans on their feet.
Here we go.
Aroldis Chapman. The 0-2 to Duran. Little ground ball foul.
That was a hundy.
That was late. Swing.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking for a strikeout right now to put him away, put this game in the books. Got dinner reservations at 7:30, Will.
We'll stare down. That's going to get out to the stands.
Well, anybody worried about his velo because he hadn't thrown? There you go. That's 2 in a row at 100.
Okay. Contreras playing behind. Langford's going to give him second base here. Run means nothing.
Put him away with his heater.
Swing and a miss.
Nope,
Got him.
let him split.
That's going to do it. Got him with the split. Aroldis Chapman with his 14th save of the year. The Boston Red Sox for the first time since April 8th, have won a series here at Fenway Park, and they make it back-to-back.
Well, we talked about it at the first game of this series. At home, pitching hasn't been an issue. They continue to pitch well the first 2 games of this series, but the offense has been the difference. Lefties using the monster, punching back after giving up a run early in this game, taking the lead in the 3rd inning. The offense coming alive, and that's against Jacob deGrom and some good arms out of the bullpen. The offense looked good today.
Yeah, offense looked great today. Went up against a great pitcher in Jacob deGrom. And Duran finally comes through with the big bomb in the end to secure that win. We get to see Chappie pitch. What a great game.
Should we call OB and just say, hey, stay a couple more days on vacation?
Sox in the box.
We're 2-0.
Sox in the box. Keep drinking that wine,
We're 2-0, baby.
Well, this Red Sox win is presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Alana and Jim, they're going to break down the big plays in tonight's win. Plus, Adam's going to interview Seydon Rafaela. That and more coming up right after the break.
Introducing B of A